allow
Yeah.
voice to be shared.
And that
Actually, I'm gonna check mine too.
is-
And we're
yeah, that's
live,
a
by the
good-
way. But fuck it, people can listen to
Yes.
what goes into
Yay, listen to
how we
us.
make the sausage. Because last time we had issues with allowing our voice to be shared.
Yeah. All right, so let's go back into the chat. Right?
Settings. Man, I don't even video pause to broadcasting a mic only. Where'd you find that? Because I want to make sure my shit's...
Just went. So I just clicked on the party voice chat screen, and then I went into the three dots, and then
Oh, it
went
says
to
right
voice
now.
chat settings. It's the third one down,
Three dots.
and then it'll just.
Yeah, share your voice aloud. All right.
And as
All
long
right.
as the microphones are good, yeah, we don't have to worry about level there. We're good.
Say a word. All right. So hold on. I'm gonna, while we're talking, I'm gonna try to. I've got Twitch up on another screen. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, shit's going on. You talk now.
All right, how did that sound? You hear me?
Twitch up on another screen. There we go. Yeah, shit's going on. You talk now.
Oh, I hear it.
There we go. All right. We are
I like
fucking
it.
live. Listening to old
Wow,
men try to
that's
figure out
insane.
fucking technology.
This doesn't make any sense. What happened to us? How did we age 35 years since 2023? Really got us.
Welcome
Oh,
back,
man.
everybody. This is amazing. It's been almost a year. Not
Yeah.
quite, but pretty fucking long. RP2, Ready Player 2. We're back. Fucking Craig Mack and Serious fucking Jest.
What's up?
Doing a shirt.
I
Yeah,
can't
so
believe it.
we didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I know everybody, we want to give you video game blue balls and never finish Life is Strange 2. So,
Yeah.
let's, so, you know, it's been a while. It actually hasn't been a full year, full disclosure.
Right.
We played episode 4 a while back, and then,
Yep.
Twitch tightened up the window on which you could transfer from Twitch to YouTube to keep it permanently. We lost the entire episode. You know, we both got a little discouraged. Life went on for a bit, and now
Yes.
we're back to play episode 4 like it never happened.
We
So
are.
here-
And full disclosure, I'm pretty sure that happened like 3 times.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so that's the biggest reason why we were like, what if we take about a year off? Because then I'll probably forget that we played it 3 other times and remember every, like, it would basically be like the movie Primer, where you've done it so many times, you know exactly, take 3 steps toward, turn to the left, dodge the wolf. I'm like, nah, I don't. So we needed to kind of let our brains, you know, get a little cloudy again. And so we're
Isn't
back.
there like a Tom Cruise movie like that where the motherfucker keeps getting killed different ways?
Yes. Edge of Tomorrow, isn't it?
something
Like
like-
Live,
yeah,
Die,
yeah.
Repeat.
Yep. Yeah,
is
yep.
the other name for it that they were originally going to name it. And
Oh,
yes,
really?
That,
That's really
that movie
the
is
real
phenomenal. Yeah,
Live, Die,
and I think
Repeat.
and now if you buy it now, it's marketed as like Live, Die, Repeat. Like that's the title they went back to because they just liked it.
Oh shit!
So
Are you serious? So they
Kinda cool.
actually changed
Yeah.
the title on the movie, or that's just there's
So
the
it's
movie
like
and
the
then there's that
original-
with the marketing.
It's so now it's straight up like the marketing all says Live, Die, Repeat in huge letters, and then like very small underneath it says like Edge of Tomorrow, as if that's the kind of you know, the buzz, like the little catchphrase for a movie, which is the way it used to be before, was when they got talked out of using the name Live, Die, Repeat, and like the I think it was like the you know, studio was like, no one's gonna get it, so they went with Edge of Tomorrow, and then came back to, they were like, fuck it, everyone else thinks this is cool now that the movie is like kind of a hit, so they went back and were able to kind of get away with some guerrilla marketing to switch the name and the way it looks. It's pretty cool.
So if you look that shit up on like Netflix or something like that, you find it under Edge of Tomorrow or Live, Die, Repeat.
I think you can find it probably under both.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Never.
It's pretty
never
cool,
happened.
yeah.
It's also interesting. They thought American audiences were too stupid, or world audiences were too stupid to get Live, Die, Repeat. I mean, that's pretty, you know, the basis of the movie.
It is
wow.
pretty sad. I'm just very
But, hey,
confused.
they may
like,
not
what's
be
gonna
wrong.
happen first? Right.
They may
Do
not be
repeat
wrong.
or live? Or how does it work? It's so confusing, the name. I'm just a dumb American.
All right, let's get into the show. With no further ado, let's play this jammy
sir.
through. It's a good one coming up. But before we get started, I'd like to, you know, we always have our lubricants ready to go. because I'm gonna be the one playing through. Craig Mack is, if it's cool with you, once you're waiting until we start the episode and start describing yours. However, I do want to say, since it's been a while for everybody, you might really want to pay attention to the storyline as well. While Craig's talking, you can read like the subtitles and shit like that, and that'll catch you up on kind of where we are in the story. It might catch us up as well too, because it's been so long. But for my blank of the show, I'm gonna do our first pills of the show. Yo,
whoa!
I got fucking rear-ended, like almost a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Everything was all good after. Well, not all good, but I was a little sore after it first happened. It was crazy because it wasn't like a real high-speed crash. I was actually standing still. A car came behind me. It was an SUV. Came behind me while I was at a stop, and it's like plowed into the back of my
Jesus
car. Yeah, pause. Well, I guess I don't need the pause since I said car, but
yeah.
So anyway, so at the time it happens, I'm thinking, oh, it's kind of like seemed like a minor accident. I had felt a jolt, a little bit like a kind of whiplash kind of sensation when it happened, but like I felt all right, a little bit of pain, like a little soreness in my lower back and my neck, stuff like that. But like almost a full week later, I wake up and my shit is on fire. Like my whole like neck is it's the worst my neck and lower back have felt. It was crazy because it was like a week of like just a little dull soreness and stuff, and then like and then all of a sudden just freaking like 3 to 9 type of pain. I couldn't move by the end of the day.
You just got old overnight.
Yeah, it was wild. And then, seriously, it's like it's that type of pain that feels like it's pervasive to the point where like even though the onset isn't that long ago, you're thinking like, is this my state of health now? Because this pain is so bad, I don't even remember what it's like to be able to freely move. Right. And you're like living out a tiny lifetime in your head, in your brain.
Yes.
So, and what was wild was, and what was really wild is, like the insurance company was trying to settle like right away after the accident, and they were like, oh well, we'll offer you this amount of money for your pain and suffering, and at the time I'm thinking like, okay, that's a real fair deal, like this amount of money for like having got a little banged up and uncomfortable, but for this, I'll take this. The amount of money was like significant, not like huge, but it was just significant, and so I was like, okay, I feel like this more than makes me happy with where we are, but then once this new pain, oh god damn. So now I've been like in like I had to go back to the ER.
Oh my god.
Just on the spot because all the other all the regular doctors' offices were closed by that point in the weekend.
Right.
And then and now I gotta like, and I just had another appointment today. I have to like now go into physical therapy and all this stuff. So
Jesus, when did this
terrible,
all happen?
Man. Like almost 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and what was wild was just like that whole space of 1 week where I thought I was gonna be fine. I thought I was just gonna, life was gonna continue normal, and I was just gonna move past this, and now here I am, and it sucks. But anyway, so alcohol's really not on the table for me today. Thank you. So today we're doing cyclobenzaprine and naproxen, a nice little combo of a muscle relaxer and then like an anti-inflammatory painkiller. So
that's outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love that.
There goes one.
I do.
Here comes the second one. I'll let you know. Let's see. Well, let me tell you, the taste is a little chalky. Washed down by this Waterloo pineapple bubbly water.
Right. Is it Dr. Pete's bubbly ass water?
No, it's Waterloo. You get
I was just saying. Call back to anyone if they remember.
Yep. Dr. Pete's. Good old Dr. Pete. So that's down the hatch, and then so I might start to get relaxed and then drowsy afterwards. So let's get this cracking while you tell me what
everything
you're
about that. I also want to just say for a minute, what a fucking wild turn of events that story was.
Yeah.
Because when you first said our first pills of the day, I thought you were saying like as in short for Pilsner. And so I was like, in my head, I'm like, I mean, I'm pretty sure we've probably done at least one Pilsner on this show before. I mean, we did it for a decade. So in my head, I was like, but you know what? It's been a while. I'll let him go with it. And then when it turns out, no, you meant like not like PILS. You were PILLS. I'm popping pills right now. I was like, wow, that was a roller coaster ride of emotion for me.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
so,
I didn't even think about the Pilsner part. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I went full. I went full, like, this may be the start of my new addiction. Let's see.
Right.
I don't even know if these are opioids, if any of these are opioids, but, you know, we do have a epidemic going on, so maybe this is a public, what do you call it, public message or whatever.
Yes, public service announcement.
There you go.
From your boys.
So you look,
from
the
your
pills
boys
are already
live
working.
from the man cave. That's,
I'm already cloudy.
So this we've seen about 18 times already. So for anyone trying to catch up, let me
This
real
is a
quick.
metaphor.
Yeah, this is not about wolves, right? So. All right, so I have one beer that we have actually talked about on the show before, and we've had. Oh, by the way, mine actually is a beer, and now I feel bad after your story, but I'm still going to drink it anyway because I already have it.
I'm living vicariously through you.
Right, there you go. So we've talked about Three Floyds before, which is a very good brewer. They are, probably most well known for their the kind of zombie-themed imagery in all of their labels. Like, Zombie Dust is one of their big ones. Misfit, they have stuff like that. That's all kind of has the imagery of that, that zombie on it. So this one just recently came out, and I saw it, and I was like, anything about me, I'm a big fan of Christmas. So this whole thing it's a Christmas porter that I had never seen that they made something like this before, and it's called Alpha Claus. So it's a 7.3% Christmas porter, and it says it is Alpha King, which is that's their regular porter. Alpha King's festive cousin, a big American Christmas porter brewed with English chocolate malt, Mexican sugar, and tons of strange American hops. The pronounced hop bitterness gives way to flavors of molasses and chocolate from the roasted malt bill. So I was like, that sounds ridiculous and amazing, and I've never had anything bad by them before, so let's take a quick sip and see what happens here.
His power was growing too.
Ooh, wow.
The little wolf was more and more confident.
All right. So definitely can pick up the chocolate. It's almost like, like baker's chocolate almost a little bit. So it's, not as the sweetness as much. But you definitely get that kind of almost like more like a cocoa chocolate. And very malty, definitely malty. But it's not overwhelming with the Christmas kind of flavoring, the cinnamon and the Mexican sugar and that kind of stuff. So it's not, I don't think it's like punching you in the face where you'd feel like, oh my God, I can only have this like right around Christmas. This is something you could have in the next couple weeks when the temperature drops a little bit more. You could be sitting outside with these and enjoy this. This is awesome. Highly recommend it. Alpha Claus by Three Floyds.
Stuff. Nice. Damn, that's a hell of a commercial right there.
There you go.
Sign me
I
up.
talked through the whole story. Look at that. I talked through the whole overview. So now, figure it out, everyone.
I like how the technology. I gotta say, the technology on PlayStation is becoming a lot better. We had to hop through less hoops to bring you RP2. Normally, you have to sign into like different accounts, and Craig has to watch on a separate Twitch and function off a delay. Now we can share screens and broadcast at the same time, which is a big deal. And then the subtitles on the game while you listen to Craig, that helps a lot too. So you can do both. I could do both.
Yep. There you go. Well, that is also the best part, was like any of the emotional moments in this game would always be spoiled by you being like, oh no. And then like 60 seconds later, I'd be like, that's terrible. And then they'd already be on to something very cool. Or like I'm sure we at least had one moment where like something funny happened and then it immediately transitioned into something very sad. And I was still inappropriately laughing at the sad part because I was still seeing the funny part. So I'm sure now we at least got rid of that shit. We don't have to worry about it. Now,
so
if I
weird.
laugh inappropriately, it's because I want to. It's my choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, my bad.
No, so this scene threw me off for a second, right? Because this happened early when they had first ran away after their dad got shot by the cop, and Daniel discovered his powers by killing the cop. But so this made me think like, oh shit, did I go too far back? I wanted to start episode 4.
Right.
And
No,
now
yes,
this is where it
this
gets
is that.
weird because you're like, wait, what do you mean?
Yes.
Come get me.
Yes. And because also right before this, we had already seen he's been injured. So we're like, what is happening? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
He caught a bad one to
what's
his
happening?
eye.
We
bro.
couldn't
That was
tell.
wild.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm scared.
And as you saw,
Don't get so
I
close to that
went back
edge.
to our last episode that we had posted on YouTube
Please.
in our description.
Yes.
After Daniel
I
lost
swear.
his shit again, and this time we see the older brother get fucking hurt. And as I so eloquently put it, damn, he got fucked up, yo. And you see him right there.
Yeah. And whoops. Yeah. That's a rough cliffhanger, that last one, when you're like, I don't know, this doesn't look good for him. And then you come back, you're like, nah, it's not good for him at all.
Yeah, this is 2 months later. His eye's still all fucked up.
Yep.
I've recently been rewatching
Daniel.
Fear the Walking
Yay.
Dead.
Yeah.
And it makes me think about when Madison stuck the fucking spoon in that guy's eyeball.
Nope. I don't like talking about that at all. Oh, that's horrible, man.
Punishment.
And
My
tried
eyes
to
started
fucking
watering
scoop
the
it out.
second you said that. Oh, God. That was
Can't even
horrendous.
focus on the page. This sucks ass, man.
I like the little drawings in this. I keep getting
Yes.
impressed how cool it is. Like, you know, seeing the sketches.
Yes. And how they like match up with the story, like in different parts. When he's angry, he draws different things. Or obviously, like now with the injury, the skills are less than they were, you know, right? Like in the last episode when obviously he didn't have this, you know, an eye patch on or whatever. It's like they put a lot of time and focus into making it match up and feel real.
And by the way, this part right here, this is really cool. This April
Yeah.
15th, does that look like?
Yes.
15th entry, where he's flashing back to, you know, this is a shout out to another thing that we did through RP2, The Adventures of Captain Spirit.
Yes.
So it's like a callback to that little side story, which is really cool. Check out those episodes, the earlier episodes of this, if you get the chance. Cassidy, I fucked Daniel up. I let Finn become his brother. He's feeling real guilty about that. Those are choices that I made last time. Did I already look at Agent Flores' card?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Thanks for the card, Agent. Can't wait to text
It's going to
you.
feel like you've done everything before because you have 3 times.
Yeah.
So, I wonder what happens with the ball.
Can't catch shit.
Oh, he can't catch shit.
Zero
That's
depth
right.
perception.
I get the feeling
Sports.
he doesn't like Goodbye Sports. That's fucking sad. Feels like he doesn't like Agent Flores very much.
I
No.
miss Cass so much.
Oh, I liked Cass. Cass was
Wish I
cool.
could hold her.
You did not like her as much.
That was the. Oh yeah, that's the girl he swam naked with. Okay.
His girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah. So she looks like she's still okay. All right.
Yeah.
So now there's a way for. Oh yeah. Okay. Call Joey.
I'm
But first-
supposed to call the nurse when I'm done eating.
All right. Let's call Joey.
Guess I'm done.
It's called Joey. Ugh, just the food looks horrible. This room is terrible.
Glad
this is
Stevens'
other
leg
letters.
is better. Must be tough on Claire.
So they've
Don't know
been
if we'll ever
visiting.
come back, Chris. Miss that little super.
That's Captain Spirit. Nice.
Yeah.
I also love how they go out of their way to like just add different flourishes to the way different people write, like the lettering, and you know, just
Yeah.
like to make it each person. There's no. It's not like some games you just see it's all in the same kind of general script. You know what I mean? Whereas this is like each person has their own kind of style that differentiates them.
Yeah. There's attention
Now,
to
this is
detail in
cool,
this
yeah.
game.
Yes.
I'm glad I did not miss doing this time. I want to get whatever.
Yeah.
I think, all right, so now I got that, memorized that, and then do this.
This is also super cool.
So hard to focus. Gotta practice way more. Not giving up. I guess that's an okay start. But I can keep going.
Man, they've done such a good job developing this kid, like as a character in this game.
Absolutely.
To go
I
from
really like
kind
the
of how you
sketching.
felt about him in the beginning to how you feel about him, as it moves on. He's an awesome character.
Let's see. I'm gonna draw him. Yeah, prison bars. He's melancholy. I'm gonna take that route.
Yes.
My man is not happy to be here. He feels like a caged bird.
This room feels like a prison. But I'd rather stay here than go to Jolena Shore.
That's the kids' juvenile detention center or something? Jolena
I
Shore.
believe so. There.
Sure.
Good day, sunshine.
I love that
Hey,
laugh.
Joey. Hey, man.
Well, that's cool.
That looks like it might have been food. Hard to tell.
Yeesh.
Ha ha. Never heard that before.
Oh, somebody is in a bad mood.
Sorry, Joey. Not feeling it today.
I don't blame you. But maybe I got something to cheer you up.
Pecans and chocolate?
Uh-oh.
Is it weed? Oh.
There's that smile.
Thanks, Joey.
So how you feeling today?
Speaking of, I'll be honest. I gotta say, I got 2 Eddies in me right now, and it's
Oh.
phenomenal.
Nice.
Phenomenal. So that and the Alpha Claws, I should have said that was a kind of combination deal.
You know,
Yeah, that is a nice combination. You'll be nice.
check you out.
Yes.
Check me out to Juvie. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. You know the drill. Don't blink and just stare at the
Here we
light.
go. Let's
Oh
see.
yeah, this thing. Remember this?
Yes. Nice retina response. Okay,
On the eye that's not injured?
try to follow the light as well as you can.
Yeah, I think you're trying to keep, because it's how you build up the
Come
ability
on,
to
Sean.
follow depth perception.
You've been there before. Good, good. Keep going.
Why are you trying to
Straining
fake
too
me
hard?
out?
Yeah, he
Headache?
did.
Nah. I just can't really focus today.
Well, you're doing pretty good.
Remember,
Thanks.
to see objects on your left side, you gotta turn your head more now. Yes.
I think
Looking
so.
good,
That's what they were
Sean.
trying to teach you.
Now try to align your pen with mine.
I'll try.
Oh, this
No rush.
sucks.
This is tough.
No.
Trying to just go by the sizing, right?
Yeah.
Your depth
Nope.
perception will always be a
Look
Fuck.
how way off. See?
So you gotta try
It's
hard.
so hard.
Shit.
That's what she said.
Like this does a really, does a really good job of showing you
Yeah, I know.
how shitty it would feel,
hard.
like with no depth perception. I wonder if it's
Dick
also
Joey.
possible.
You fuck. That looks
It's way
so-
back.
no.
Yeah, it's way. Yeah,
Come on, man. God,
Yeah, that's enough.
I thought I
Much
did
stress
better
on you
another
and your
time.
eye. But remember,
Now I'm going to say this too.
That's amazing
depth
because it really does
perception
make you
will
feel
always
like,
be affected.
Yeah.
it's happened. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're looking at it and you're like, I
Read this.
cannot. Yeah, I can't tell the difference. Like our hands look about the same size. Like it's the same shit. And the one thing though, for real, I wonder how good would it be
Patient clip.
if
Send it
they
right to jail.
just made it so no
You
matter
let
where
Beth
you
go,
put it,
do not collect $200.
it was always,
I always
it was never
hated
gonna,
that game.
it was never gonna click. You know what I mean?
try, but
Right.
you can't rig the exam.
Like if they set
did
you
you
up
make
so
it?
that it was. No, I did not either, and I was off the same way as you. Like I was always off from the way.
vision hasn't
I was
improved
always
a
way
lot.
far back.
Now, you don't really have
So I
severe
wonder
side
if they
effects
make it
anymore.
look like
Yeah.
you're close, and then so then when you hit it,
I
it's like
do have to
impossible
tell you
basically
the
to
truth.
win.
But first,
I wonder
let's clean this dressing.
Hey,
because it'd be a cool way to like you know prove that point of look how much he's messed. Because if we had gotten it, then you're like, oh, it doesn't seem that hard. You know what I mean?
Right,
Whereas
right.
you're supposed to kind of feel like how he feels.
Yeah. Did a great job of doing that because I really got
Yeah.
helpless there for a
do
second.
you mind
Wait
if
a
we
minute.
talk alone?
Mind if I finish with my patient?
He looks good for now, right?
This
Just
lady.
come back when I'm finished with him.
Sure.
He's like, you're the worst.
I'll swing by later, Sean. Stay cool.
He seems cool.
What's up, narc?
Oh, man.
How are you feeling today, Mr. Diaz?
Amazing. Did you find Daniel?
I want to go over this again.
What? I've been telling the same fucking story for 3 weeks. How much longer?
Until it makes sense. Until you get it right. So, silence isn't gonna help you now. Listen close, Sean. Tomorrow you're going to Jolena Shore and you'll be arraigned in court for the murder of a Seattle police officer. You might spend the rest of your life in prison, or you can talk to me.
Damn. He's awful.
Alright, so let's see. Sean's gonna say... Yeah, I didn't kill
I
anyone.
didn't kill anyone. The end.
So, who did? You do know.
It's just... I can't.
Was Daniel involved? Is that why you can't talk?
No, no way.
And you're absolutely sure your dad didn't go after the officer?
By the way, I said the same thing you
Yeah.
did on that one.
He came outside. Then he was killed. That's what he did.
Both times
Just
I said
guilty
the same
of
thing.
being... Who knows?
I hear
It felt
you,
like the way
but
he would react.
Yep.
you're sure you didn't get upset and go after the officer? It happens.
Jesus, no. Look at me.
In any case, why the
Okay,
fuck would you
let's
shoot a
just
kid,
Jump ahead.
an unarmed kid?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened in that farm in Humboldt. The place looks like a tornado wiped it out.
Well,
Told you
tornado.
so many times. I have no clue
nailed
why
it
the
in
place
one.
was trashed. I passed out.
Plus 2 seriously wounded, along with you. And a missing child. The only statement we have is yours.
That should be clue number
Sean.
1, Daniel. Stop fucking talking.
Throw me a bone here.
Or Sean.
Can't you
Yeah.
see I want to help?
So you have
Like you're the only one who's talking.
We might have some
Yeah.
leads. You can help by telling me the truth.
Okay,
Just like,
fuck.
I can't even tell you how stupid you are. I'm like literally trying to tell you, stop being so stupid.
His or yours? Huh?
Whose idea? See, and this is where it
that
sucks
kid.
because I'd rather say nothing, right?
Yeah. Right.
But if
It
you
is
have
weird
to,
that they
It was
wouldn't
his
give you.
idea to rip off
right? Because I don't think
You
I
know,
think
like
he.
that should be an option.
Or
The
did
3
you go
dots, like
along
don't
with
say
it?
anything.
I'm gonna say he lied. I'm
He
just gonna
lied.
fuck him up.
I didn't want to help, but he got Daniel involved. I swear. Swear I didn't think anything like this was gonna happen.
Nobody does, Sean. Until it's too late.
Yeah,
Oh, shut up, bitch.
now I know.
Your
Now you're
friend
just trying to make him feel
is
bad.
learning
He's a
the hard
kid.
way.
I don't know, really know what she asked him. She said, your ways, what? Your ways, so then they didn't deserve this, didn't want this.
Something about your friend said something.
I'm just gonna say
I didn't want any of this shit. Now I gotta live with it.
You're not alone, Sean. There are people that want to help. By the way, we contacted your grandparents in Beaver Creek. They can
She said
visit you
beaver.
after you're transferred. Might be a while, but you do have a support group. We couldn't track down your mother, though. Sorry.
Good. What about Daniel? You said you had leads.
I said might. Hold on. I gotta take this call.
I think that was slightly different. I think you made a different choice somewhere in there.
Yeah, with the whole mother thing. By the way, I forgot. Did we see their mother at any
At least
point
Cassidy wasn't at Merrill's when it
in any of the series so far?
blew up. Wonder what Merrill told the cops about the robbery.
I don't know, to be honest. I can't remember. Because remember, I've played it once before.
Yeah.
Like before this game with you.
Sorry.
So
Yeah.
I can't remember if we did.
She lost her. Hope the cops didn't mess with Penny.
What the fuck?
Prison would fuck him up.
13. I forgot. Merrill is. I forgot who that dude is. He's the guy that owned the weed farm.
He was the owner of the weed farm. Yeah.
Okay, that's the
He
guy.
was the one that was like pulled out the gun and.
Gotcha. Pulled the squid out.
Yeah, pulled the squid out. So.
There's so many callbacks. Well, let me see if I can
Yes,
eavesdrop on this
we can
bitch.
do that all day. I think actually we may have gone from there first. I guess we'll find out.
This little call is her. If I remember correctly, when we were trying to eavesdrop the first time, it was like her talking about her kid or something, making arrangements.
Yes. Yes. Like having to take her kid to something, like pick him up or whatever.
So her flight leaves at
I kind of like that too.
Something about please.
Yeah. I got that part too. This guy, I guess I speak Spanish now.
Sorry about that.
I do kind of like that though, how I like sometimes when games and
So what's
movies
going
or
on,
whatever,
Daniel? You really
or
have
TV
feelings?
shows like
Yes.
have people
We do.
speaking other
That's our
languages
job.
with no subtitles.
If you're
Yeah.
profile
So
So
Yeah.
it's almost
So
like,
either you know,
if
you
you
know.
know the language, like if
So
you
we
know,
are
then you're in
on
on whatever they're saying. And I like, there's been like movies that have like spoiled major plot points in another language. So it's like, oh, if you
For
happen
how
to know
long?
like,
It's been
you know,
over 2
whatever
months.
fucking language
How
they were
you
speaking,
can find
like you would have
me.
heard the
We have
guy
a lot
say
of
it
people
5 minutes
looking for your
in
brother.
what the
Trust me.
whole plot of the movie is. I'm like, that's an
I wanna
incredible
find you.
idea that you're like,
Yeah.
our story is so cool that we don't mind
So you can
spoiling
look
it
him
for
up, too.
5% of the population that happens to know how to speak
Anyway.
Mandarin or whatever. Well, that would be, no, a lot more people would
Thanks for
speak that.
talking to me.
But like, think of some more kind of, like
I'll be
Czech or
back
something like
tomorrow
that,
to
where you're
take
like,
you to Julina Shore.
then you know
Yeah.
the movie, and that's cool. All right, so I think that's why it seemed a little different to me, because I remembered it ending badly, but it does. I think it does no matter what. I think she storms out no matter what happens, because you obviously didn't get to really. You only had that one choice there.
Yeah. She's basically like, yeah, we haven't found your brother yet, but
Yeah, she's just like, if you don't help out, I'm out.
yeah.
Look out. I have to guard the guard
Oh
now.
boy,
Love it.
why does he laugh like he's Eddie Murphy?
Sit down so we can get this show going.
No, that was different. That's a different laugh.
Yeah, he got two different laughs. Yeah,
How did
I
you
wish he
interview
did that,
Scully
man.
go?
He's called her Scully.
well, also this
An
is like,
interrogation? Who knows? Maybe Detective Flores
I
wants to
love
help.
how it ties back those little like their little love letter
just
things
can't
to
trust
America.
After what you and your brother went through, I don't blame you. Oh, this shit is
And I
all
love that
wrong,
this guy
man.
has
You've been
his
out of the
only
garden for 3 weeks now. We
like
talked every day.
reference that he
I can
has
see
is
this
from a
shit
TV show
close.
from like the 90s, and this is like
Right.
in 2017. It's like way to be cool and current, Joey.
I've done too many mistakes. I let everybody down. I lost Daniel. And I'm going to juvie.
There
This
you are.
is all bullshit. Now let's check this out.
Wow, thanks, Joey.
The healing is coming along nice. Just got to keep it clean for the next week or so. Simple.
That's great.
Then it's
Seen
glass
my
eye
shrink
mall
this
time.
morning. What did she say?
Nothing I want to hear. This will take time and rehab, Sean. You have to process first. Ugh. I could tell myself that shit.
Clearly, I'm no therapist, but I've nursed
Like that they're
patients
not really
with your
showing it?
injury. They
Yeah.
all turned their anger into energy.
Like you can
will
kind
too.
of see it in the reflection there, but not
Plus,
really.
Yeah.
glass eye tech is pretty cool now. Things change, Sean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep
Stuck
doing
in jail
this.
is
Yeah.
a big change. Can't wait.
He's just determined.
Sorry,
He's
Joey.
determined to stay
I'm
negative.
being a dickhead.
Yeah.
Just bummed out.
I like that though.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I do.
think you should be a little
But
bummed
I
out.
promise there's a treat coming your way. Now, as for your wound, this is the last time you hear this from me. You have to clean it with sterile gauze and saline solution.
Sterile gauze and saline solution.
Saline solution. Oh boy, I don't like this at all.
Coat the area using the swab and cream.
You got this so far?
Yeah.
Then wrap it
swab
up
and
with
cream.
clean dressing. And you're the shit.
Clean dressing.
Remember, you gotta do this.
4 times a day.
Oof, that's
I
a
won't
lot.
forget.
Yeah. Forever?
I'm sorry
no,
about
just
everything, Sean.
Just
Wish I
until
could've
he
done more.
he gets the glass eye.
Dude,
for a week.
you
Yeah.
saved my ass here. You're the only one I trust. It really helped.
Cool. I'm glad when I can make a Oh, shit.
What
Emergency.
phone is that?
I'm out. And no smoke break. Let's say our goodbye tomorrow. Oh, Sean, check out that towel. Got your name all over it.
It's my jerk off towel.
Catch you later.
Put my name on it though. It makes it weird.
Joey.
I like it to be an anonymous jerk off towel.
Joey's the only one who helped me get through this shit.
We should pay him back somehow.
By escaping on his watch. Take the pen. All right. I gotta open his backpack.
There we got the Sacred Hope Hospital. There you go.
What's that?
We got the Sacred Hope Hospital pen now. We can stab him in the neck with it.
Yeah. Check out what Joey left for you as the objective. Wait. How the fuck do I... Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no... like. Okay. Never mind. Forget. All right. So, let's look at the towel. You're a towel. And towel's gonna go, what's up, Sean? Want to get high?
Wow.
Yeah,
Haven't seen him in a
man.
long time.
Take me with you, Sean.
No, towel.
We gonna get you fucked up tonight.
No, goddammit. I don't want to get high.
Yes, this is the kind of highbrow comedy why you come to. That is what we bring to the table. Man, give us, 11 and a half months off? And we're like, what if we just make a towel get high? That shit'll be hilarious.
So this is from
this.
September 25th, 2016, this sketch. And they're playing
Yeah.
video games back then?
A 10-year-old by himself?
He's really torturing himself, man.
Yeah.
He might go back to Seattle,
Oh, he really sounds broken up.
but too far.
Good voice acting.
Yeah.
Nowhere to
No,
go.
dude, definitely. You saw video game actors. We've said this in prior podcasts and shows, man. They're like
If he
really
tried to hook up
doing
with
an
Claire and
amazing job.
Steven,
Yes. Speaking
They
of
would
some of these,
definitely told me.
with all the
All the
what's it called, the goddamn, like SAG-AFTRA and all the strike and everything,
Oh.
they're just actually wrapped up for the the writers and the actors guilds.
Yeah.
Super Wolf.
There's been a lot of talk that the voice actors for video games and animated movies and stuff are going to do a similar
with Jacob
similar
somewhere.
situation and strike as
safe?
well because of their
I could see him again.
not getting paid enough. A lot of it also being on, I mean, we think, all this AI stuff that everyone was worried about, like AI utilization of people's likeness and all that for movies and TV shows. Well, they're like, you had to fool me not only with the voice,
Is find that
but you also have to fool me with the video, right? I have to fool that person looks like the person and it also sounds like them. Well, if you're just a voice actor, and quote unquote just a voice actor, obviously I say with,
Right.
that's the joke, right? Is they're like, well, all you are is a voice there. There's no video I have to sync up. So I can fool people way easier by having an AI just take enough voice prints of this guy's voice, whoever's playing
Gotta
Sean,
get to-
and make Life is Strange, 3 and be like, we're not going to pay him because we already have we have Sean's voice already. We're good.
Right.
So
Right.
they're going through the same shit right now, and so there's a lot of thought that they might be, if they have not already, this may already, have happened by the time if anyone's listening to this. But it's pretty wild that that one just locked up, and now we might see it start happening all over again.
That's wild.
Yep. And then we'll be back in the days where it was like, you know, you had Jill from accounting do the voice of one of your
Okay.
characters and shit, because you're like, I
Turned
don't
your ear
know,
off, man.
we're not
They had a
paying
Black
real
Mirror
actors to do
episode
this.
like that.
Quiet.
With
So don't
which
make any
which
noise.
one?
It was
Wait to get the hell out
one of them where it was like, oh,
I should close
maybe it
these.
wasn't. It was the one
So
with
nobody
Salma
sees us
Hayek.
sleepwalking
Yeah, man, I think
away.
that was.
Oh yes, yes. That
Some Hayek, it was
yes
Black
about
Mirror.
AI. Yes,
Maybe I
yeah.
did.
Joan
Made
is
her
evil
take-
or Joan is
Really?
Yeah.
Joan is
that
terrible
one.
or Joan is evil.
Terrible. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Joan. It was really good. That was an awesome one.
These fucking bitches,
By the way, I
bro.
made a quick switch over. I'm having a 90-minute IPA from Dogfish Head right now.
Nice.
This should be the last one for me. It should be. Doesn't mean it will, but it should. Be.
All right, let's see. First of all, I shot down. Where are you in the bag? It's been letter. It says hello. Fishing ball. This one, I think we already read that one. Grandparents'
Yes.
letter. Do we read this one as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Hope to visit you. Yep.
Angelina Shore. All right.
So everyone's supporting him, which is good.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Go this way. It's the journal. Okay.
Yep.
Three. Yeah.
That's Meryl. That's a good picture.
Yeah. So, which one is Jacob? Is Jake again?
Is Jacob the
Had a
the
long
big,
talk with Jacob. He's like a little kid. He's lived in some
Yeah,
religions.
he was the big like. I think he was the big like either religious guy or like very spiritual weed head guy that lived with them or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Daniel's with him now. These are all
Yeah.
the things that happened back at the cannabis farm.
Yeah,
Waking up in the hospital.
that was his first drawing. It was terrible. He said.
Trying to trap her or trust her. Happy birthday, David. Who's David again?
Joey Scott. What?
Who's David again?
Captain Spirit, right?
Oh, okay, that's it.
I believe so.
She tried to frame him again.
Can't blame her for trying.
Wow. All right, let's see.
I should close these. So nobody sees me sleepwalking away. Can I have some privacy, please?
It's such a weird way they do, which I kind of like it, but the whole idea of
Let's see.
they let you click a thing,
Just gotta get
and then it
past that
says
locked
like,
door.
I should probably close this, and then
And
you
then
click it
there we go.
again to do it. So it's almost like are you sure you want to do that? You know, which a lot of games, like, there would be the two different buttons, right? One would be like, look at, and it would say like, I should probably close this. And then there would be close. And if you just bypass the look at, it would just close it, right? For whatever reason, they've decided to like add in that extra step,
Yeah, look
and they've
at it
done it quite a
first.
bit. Ooh, boy.
Oh,
Ooh, I don't
ask
like
for
what we
that.
see there.
Yeah, ask for that.
Not like what we saw there.
You're like, don't click it. Don't click it.
This one isn't screwed in.
There you go.
I can pull it off, but it's gonna be
Better
loud.
smack a guard with.
Yeah, Joey,
Let's do it.
your time's come.
How are you doing in there?
I'm jerking off.
With my special towel.
I'm
He's high
playing
as
my
fuck.
special time.
Nice job, Sean.
Way to go,
Now the guard is
Sean.
awake and pissed off.
Fuck that guard. How do I lock the door?
Wish I could just
I think that's one of the things they allow in hospitals like this is for you to lock yourself
been
into
working
a
on
room.
these rooms forever. So fucking
Foiled
loud.
copper.
Backpack is gotta be somewhere
Ah!
around
If
here.
only we put the locks on the outside.
Maybe I can trick him. Say I need an aspirin or something.
It's a good one, Sean. I like that idea.
Hey, sir. Hello.
Okay.
Whoa.
What's wrong?
Whoa.
Head hurts. I need aspirin.
That's a sad story. But I'm not a
Weird,
pharmacy
dude.
kid.
That worked.
I could trick him into coming in here and then
Smack the shit out of him.
knock him out.
Yeah, that's gonna help.
That sounds phenomenal. That's your move, I think. Assault a police officer right now. Do it. I swear to God, I'm innocent. And now you killed that cop.
It's like, let's turn this shit off because I like to conserve energy.
Yes. You're
Maybe.
very, very forward thinking. I appreciate that about you.
Nada.
I would like to escape, but in the meantime, carbon footprint 0.
Make fake body. Oh,
It's the greatest prompt I've ever seen in my life is
Make
press X to make fake body.
press right behind.
game.
Press X to Jason.
Yes. Every game should have a press X to Jason and
Looks
press
so
X to
fake.
make fake body.
But it might work for a second.
That's all I need is 1 second.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, he really did a shit job.
Can I make that? No.
Too bad
that's
this is in a movie.
Dun, 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 dun,
Can't
dun,
even fit.
dun,
Yeah.
dun.
That
Well,
got
I guess
tense.
there's like all these other choices that are just fucking sham choices because I guess I'm going out this window no
He's a
matter what.
superhero to open that shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Hope my last view of this world isn't this window. One stupid car.
I mean, there's 3 cars. What are you talking about? 4 cars. Oh,
Yeah,
one
that's
stupid
true.
car is all he needs. Okay.
Oh, is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah, he said one stupid
Dead to
car,
me.
and then it was ... and then I'm out of here.
Me.
All right. So,
I could slip into one of those rooms under construction.
sounds like a good idea. How the fuck? All right. So now I've done that. Oh yeah, and this is just what we talked about, right? This option wasn't there before, but now it is.
Yes, because now that you've looked out the window, you've realized there's a safety.
Hey kid, what are you doing in there?
I know.
I'm not gonna tell you one more time.
Stop jerking off with your special towel. It's gross and it's keeping me up. And it sounds suspiciously like someone breaking out of jail. And I hate that.
Why did I do this again? Why?
Sorry, Tom Selleck. Jesus.
He did look like Tom fucking Selleck.
This
God.
is Gracie, dude.
I hope these are the hospital
Don't
socks
freak
with the
out.
little fucking sticky things on the
Oh, the
bottom.
little stickies in the bottom?
Little
Yep.
tractions.
Yep. You always keep those when you leave the hospital. You never know.
Absolutely. Useful for those ball pit places too.
Absolutely. Because otherwise you're stepping in shit and piss.
Yep.
I mean, now you're still stepping in shit and piss, but just with a thin layer of fabric between it, which is totally safe.
Exactly. Also effective against the coronavirus.
Also, very much so. It's actually, that's the first thing they actually recommend. Then they say the vaccine. First, wear those footy socks.
Keep going.
I wonder if there's any, like, I go back inside. I wonder if that's even a possibility.
shit.
Whoa. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Take a breath, dude.
He's definitely dead, right? It looks like he's on the 3rd floor.
No, he's not going to die
Yeah.
from that fall. It's break a leg, maybe.
From 3 floors down, if he just went straight down like that?
Yeah, it's 30 feet. I think he breaks the legs. I don't think he died from 3 floors.
Wow.
I'm yeah.
I am almost guaranteeing, barring things going especially lucky for you,
Way too
if you fall from a 3rd floor,
You think you die?
odds are better that you die than that you don't.
Dude, because, I mean, I've jumped out of 12-foot
Yeah, that's more than
heights.
double.
Yeah, but 12-foot heights and not even been hurt.
Yes, but I'm saying that's like almost 3 times as much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you die. I think you get hurt, but you're not. I mean, I don't think you die, especially if you land on your legs. You'll probably fuck your legs up.
Okay.
You'll break your legs,
Yeah.
but at least
And
you'll-
hips.
Dude.
Yeah, and if you really
General
know how to
pelvis
fall,
area,
you may
everything.
not. You may
And
not
do
be
the
that
cool
hurt.
roll.
Yeah,
What if you do the awesome superhero landing on one knee one knee up,
No,
and then the fist to the ground.
You're gonna fucking shatter your spine. This guard likes
Nice,
to fucking
man.
sleep, bro. He just went right. I mean, if he was gonna do this, like, didn't at that point? The door was locked, so that's the only reason he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But now he's just like fucking. This is showboating. Now he's taking pills and shit. He's taking the pills and shaking the bottle. See you later, sucker.
Just showboating is the best. Oh, now you're just being a dick in your prison escape, man.
Yeah. This is like my man picked up like pill bottles, like shaking them like a rattle in front of the guy. Like,
The guy's like, I have sleep apnea. It's a medical condition.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick, Daniel. I mean, Sean.
yes, I keep fucking other things. Oh look, it's fucking Finn. You're the reason I'm here, asshole.
What is he doing?
Yeah, fuck this kid.
Ah man.
Very. Oh, I remember.
Do I wake him up, or do I escape? Because you kind of already sold him out to the fucking. It's your fault we're fucking here.
Not kind of. You 100% did. Also, it
Yeah.
is his fault.
It is 100% his fault. God damn it.
He did like the classic villain turn. Like he went from like I'm your boy to like fuck it, I'm taking your brother, and we're gonna be fucking criminal.
Yeah, fuck
You know,
this
like,
guy.
well, yeah, exactly.
Amen.
Fuck that kid.
I was thinking like half of it, like he's like, well, there's no sense in like, especially since I just told on him.
Right. Like he's already fucked.
Yeah. I probably should. Now I'm regretting not waking him up.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, because for that reason.
I
Because
could-
the fact is, like, now he's going to be on the run anyway.
Right.
Like, I've already kind of sold
Well,
him
not
out
on the
of it
run.
already.
He's probably
he's going
just
to be
gonna
going
go
to
to
jail.
jail.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
if he's going to jail, then I might as well like let him have a shot. But then again, he could do
He's
something
one shot
stupid and
Finn
drag me
run.
down.
That's the other thing, right? Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
fuck that. Like if he's gonna ruin and like it's not like your boys. You fucking hated him.
I don't. Did Sean hate him, or he just wasn't feeling like what he was telling? I thought they kind of had a little friendship.
No, in the beginning, yes, they did.
Yeah.
But then by the end, he was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like with my brother? Like why you?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "He wanted to do this," and he's like, "You're an idiot. He's a kid." So like he was pretty pissed.
True.
And then obviously, especially after everything went bad, and he's like, "Why am I even here when it's 100% Finn's fault, and I'm the one that's taking the hit for it?"
I kind of just feel like there's a potential, like another way to look at it, right? Where you're like,
Right.
all right, if we're all going down because of this stupid mistake that Finn made, then I'm gonna tell on him, right? Like I'm gonna rat on him.
Right.
Which again, I
Right.
wouldn't have even picked as an option, right? But
Right.
but if now we have the chance to both escape, then fine, Finn, go your fucking way and get out of here and see if you can make it.
Right. Oh, you mean like just wake him up and then be like, "I'm fucking out. Don't follow me. Do your own thing." But I'm giving you the shot.
Yeah, even like escape together, but then say we're both going separate
Right.
ways. You know?
Right. Right. Okay.
Oh shit.
I think I disliked him
Yeah.
so much that I was like, "Fuck this guy." Like I'm already done. I'm done with him. He fucking he caused all this shit. And it's funny because I'm trying to remember back. I know you made the exact same choice last time.
Yeah.
Specifically only because I was wondering if you were going to try to wake him up because I'm like, I've never fucking seen that before. So you've done that every time that you've played this. And this is the first time I think that I remember you having a
Yeah, like even like
Post.
waffling about it. Yeah.
yes, like thinking like, ooh, maybe I should have I could have done it this. Like the other times you were like, fuck you, Finn.
And you know why? Because at that time I was fresh off of the emotions of the third
Right.
episode.
Right. Now you're processing it more objectively and not as emotionally.
Right. And then I'm thinking like, especially if we're talking about like, if any of us gets caught, it's worse for them to have two witnesses. You know what I mean? Like it's actually better for somebody to be like missing. That makes then you could lay the whole heap of blame on that person.
On the
without any
missing
kind
guy,
of-
right? Yeah, absolutely.
Just
This is
from
no
a
one
trial
to-
standpoint,
to-
right?
Right, no one to say otherwise. And so one quick thing I do want to say, I love this little montage driving scene. It's almost like an opening scene in a in a show, and I think it's fucking cool.
Yeah,
it
even
did a very
by the
good
way,
job.
those little choices to what you just said, like
Yeah.
of him like looking like he was gonna nod off, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
fuck,
What's
and
gonna
then,
happen?
then nothing
Right, yeah.
happens. But they
No,
just
it's
added
totally
a whole
fine.
element of tension in there that was like pretty
Right.
cool, even though it doesn't lead to anything at that time
Right.
anyway.
And
I
it
don't know
makes
if
you
in the future.
constantly. It makes you constantly think about everything, right? Because everything is important. Just like in the real world, right? It's like Chekhov's gun in the real world doesn't exist, right? The idea of if I see a gun, I better see it fired because why was it there? Otherwise, there's plenty of shit around my house right now that you will not, nothing will come of it for the rest of the night. And it doesn't mean that it shouldn't be there. So it's like, that's the kind of cool subversions of the things that we do in games and movies and TV shows, which is if I see a moment, then it has to pay off or I'm going to feel let down. They're like, no, this is supposed to be the real world. In the real world, there are things that have zero consequence, right? And it usually ticks us off a little bit because our brain is always waiting to connect that dot. But once we get open to the idea of seeing like, hey, things can kind of play out in different ways, people can say things or do things and then never have it play out at all, is like, it makes you start thinking, well, then everything is just as important as nothing, which is kind of awesome.
So that was a good insight, and I will say that the music while he was driving behind
Yes.
you talking and giving that monologue gave a special gravitas to what you were saying. I was like, "Holy shit! This music is pretty dope. This is making like it's giving a special impact to Craig Mack's speech."
I like that. So anytime I like at work, if I want to talk to my boss, I
Throw
have
that
something to say to you, and then
Yep.
in the background, and I'm
I
like,
bet you
I
can
just want to
find
say,
Life is Strange
Right.
2 soundtrack somewhere like online on YouTube or something, and
just
then you
walk
play
around,
that.
have that be my fucking great, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it
Do it
tomorrow.
like, do it at work when you're like giving some speech to rally the troops and shit.
Yep.
Because I believe that if we put our
You know, I
heads
think I
together,
am being underpaid by 20%.
all right, so this motherfucker's straight in the middle of nowhere. So it's
Yep.
like set from Breaking Bad.
I love that. Very good call.
Guess this is my room for the night. Shit.
Damn.
I
That
will
is,
never hold until Haven Point.
we're gonna do something about that.
Yep.
Guess I'm kind of lucky I stole a smoker's car.
I wonder whose car he took. There's Agent Florence's card again.
Come on. Did you interview everyone in that hospital?
Oh shit. I thought that was like his card that he put in there, but no.
Because remember, he wrote some shit on his,
Jesus.
which I like that they did that so that
Sorry,
you would
stole
know
the car, guys.
that that's a different one.
Shit. Guess I fucked up her day pretty bad.
What's this? The woman?
Yeah,
It's her. Okay.
because it says lunch with, it says lunch with hubby.
Oh, okay.
Man, I hate this.
Yeah, it's one of those uncomfortable moments that you kind of knew was going to happen.
Yeah. Like it was too specific that they were taught when he was like, "I'm only gonna tell you this one last time."
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah. So
"Fuck."
make sure you
All
pay
right.
attention. You're like,
Okay, let me get out
whatever
the
it is
notebook, I
going.
guess. Yep.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's look around. I'm trying to avoid the
What a
inevitable.
mess. Flores can now add Grand Theft Auto to my file.
I like how Sean just used his natural Mexican instincts to get this car started.
That's terrible. Oh man, we don't do that kind of. We don't have those kind of shenanigans on this show, man. We're a respectable group.
I'm allowed to say that about my fellow brown
that's true.
people. Here we go.
It's true. It's true. All right.
Clean eye. All right.
And then I'm morally responsible to say, hey,
Hey.
hey, I don't like that at all.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So,
Oh God,
no,
nope.
he's just going
Everything
for it
about
too.
this.
He's like when Joey did it, he was like careful. He was, this guy's just like lollipop,
Jabbing it
lollipop, oh lollipop.
Man,
God, he was really jamming it up in there, huh?
This really did, yeah. That's what she said.
this is a mess.
All right. So that was it.
I don't even know how long I should keep on using this for.
That was okay. That was. I thought I was gonna have to like remember the steps and everything.
Oh yeah, weird.
Okay. Haven Point is straight ahead.
Okay.
Just a few more hours drive.
So I'm going down the yellow path. All right, keep heading east.
Mm-hmm.
Haven Point. So I'm trying to get to Nevada.
East
I
and
forgot
then
what
north
is in
eventually.
Haven's Point again.
I think that is the neighborhood, right? The neighborhood out in the middle of nowhere.
What neighborhood out in the middle of nowhere?
That-
like
That we had. Oh, another card.
in Captain, is that
No, the other neighborhood living out in like the desert that we referred to earlier. That I feel like obviously we spoiled, so it doesn't really matter. But I think it might be that he's trying to. Let's go down and let's see. Click down on 4. Click on that. See what. Oh, it just shows the. Okay. I think the whole thing is you're just going to find your mom.
Oh no! I thought it was going.
Right.
Aren't you going for Jake? Trying to find Jake? Because that's where Daniel.
Oh
he's
yes,
that guy with
Jake. Yes. Haven's Point. Yes, you're right. Haven's Point is the very spiritual town. Remember, that's where Jake is, and he's with Daniel. And he said, we've got him in Nevada. It's in Havens Point, where he's here with my family and everything's good. And they're right there, yeah. Like reach Nevada, find Daniel. So he was that little kid, the religious kid, whatever, that they met up with, which is cool.
Hot dog man, Daniel's
He
inventory.
loved that.
Wait, so how they get all Daniel shit?
I guess stuff was in your book bag. It looks like,
Maybe. Okay. And there's Sean's inventory.
unless it's just a factor of the game. The game's just like, hey, here's the stuff you collected for Daniel.
All right,
So
so now I
it's
know.
like not in his.
There you
There
go.
you
Get
go.
some sleep.
Also, bad to leave the light on when the car's not running. Come on, man, do better. Do better.
I was still looking around to see what I could find in there. Look, some
Yeah.
old juju bees. Oh, there we go. I could have killed
That
that
seems
animal
like
if I fucking
the
ate it.
Arr.
If I got hungry, yeah. Back on the road. Oh no.
All right.
Oh yeah, this scene right here. Is
Yeah, it's
dope.
back on the road. This is very cool. Oh, there we go. First clue right there.
What's that? The first clue.
He's got hair back.
Oh, right.
Second clue, clearly not the same car.
Right.
I love that. Out of the century.
Little vibes. Yeah.
Was it like a?
Nishan.
Yep.
Yeah,
Is that an 8-track?
zoning
Yeah.
out.
It looks too big,
It
right?
looks
To
like
be.
a-
I think it's an 8-track, so I like that. Out of
Yeah.
the century. That's pretty cool.
What's the verdict on the new car? I know it's not a new board, but it's got 4 Hot Wheels.
Thanks for finishing it, Dad.
A perfect reward for your excellent report card.
Dad's cool, by the way.
Yeah.
Very cool. They did a really good
Right,
job in
Sean.
a short period of time building him up, and then this
That makes
moment,
up for
obviously.
when you bullshit me about needing cash.
Absolutely. Like I thought they
Yeah,
did
I'll
enough
try
of
to
a
be
good
cool.
job.
No dad jokes, huh?
Like establishing that good relationship
I
and
hope
making
you're
you
not
care
too
about the
bummed out to
dad
go on a big
Yeah.
road trip
early
with
on.
your lovely
But this is
puppy.
like going back and just doubling, like, what he's going through. Like almost reminding
Right.
you.
This is a gut punch.
I appreciate that.
Thanks for your patience, Mr. Millennial. Think we can hang out for 5 days without killing each other?
Hell yeah. Haven't done that since I was a kid. Miss it.
So do I. Been too long since we went padre y hijo against the road.
Way too long. I love road trips.
Good to
Oh, he's
hear.
really turning it.
By the
So
way,
he's still driving
boy
straight.
talk.
Yeah,
What's going on with that Jen, huh?
That's the girl he likes, right? Is-
yep.
You know,
Yep.
going okay.
Maybe before all this shit happened, his answer may have been
That
different.
was like pulling teeth.
Right. Exactly how I felt though too. Because I
I
read the
got
other one
weak
and I
to
was like,
find
clearly here's the actual teenager answer is probably I don't want to talk about it or whatever. But the way you feel about him now, it's hard to not to
It's
make
okay.
him
Don't worry about it.
be that shitty. You know what I mean?
Not much.
Because you're like, your
Okay,
version of him right
okay.
now is like
Keep your
so
secrets to yourself.
intro and retrospective on all these things that it's like he would not.
Could that be Daniel? Hola. Hello. Everything okay, Lila? Oh, Daniel better not be
Lila.
giving you any sass.
Lila was his friend, right? That
His friend, yeah.
he, you know,
Remember that Daniel like loves?
Yeah.
She was the one that he was talking to about Jen, like how much he likes
Yeah.
Jen.
He's driving real slow and safe. Like a grandma. Thanks
Like
for
a
checking in. We'll buzz you when we hit the motel.
Lila, you ready? Sounds good. And Sean? Jen told me to say hi. Girl cannot wait to see you again.
Oh, he just hung up on her like that?
Someone is
Jesus.
still thinking about
I
you.
got a thing about
Yeah.
that. How you never see any like
See,
nobody says bye in TV
how are
and
you?
movies.
Yeah.
Like no scriptwriters just don't include that.
Yeah, it's just like an extra word that they're like, it'll make the movie another 12 seconds long.
I miss you.
So I chose to now break that fourth wall with him.
This is cool. Yes, I love that.
Growing up.
I know.
He
I
knows-
did
he
the
knows
exact
it's a
same
dream.
thing, and
Yeah.
I don't like
yes,
He's playing along.
because I was
going
going
to
to say like it's hard at first to determine, right?
Diaz.
Is this a memory
You
or
were
not?
born to roam.
And then as you watch it happen, you're starting to realize, okay, it's
I love you.
not right. And having to have this moment, which by the way,
Should've told you
I don't want to talk over
You
it anymore.
didn't
It's
have to
incredible.
Tell me. You showed me. Oh, by the way,
Hey, wake up.
Shit.
Awesome, by the way. Awesome
Yeah,
way to end that.
whatever.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing on our property?
Man, I crashed hard.
Oh, yeah? Come on out, boy. Who the fuck is that? A fucking kid. Get out.
Where's the eye speeding off
Look.
option?
Yeah, I know.
I'm leaving, okay?
No, you ain't. Step out or I'll call the cops. You don't want that, boy.
Okay, okay. I'm coming. Hold on.
Good. Now we can see you. So tell us what the fuck you're doing on our land.
I drove for so long. I had to pull over to get some rest, you know? I swear, I had no idea this was your property.
There's a fucking sign. Didn't you see it?
I was too exhausted. I guess I missed it.
He's just a kid, and he's hurt. Look.
Yeah? What happened to your eye?
I got into an accident.
Oh, yeah?
That's a
Move
no-brainer
it.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Please, I just want to go.
Oh, what's this? Drugs?
Yeah, for my eye.
Oh, yeah. Did you steal them? Like this car?
Did you just throw that?
Yeah, you do it.
Listen, it's not what you think.
Oh, I think it is. You ain't the first beaner we caught.
Oof.
Take his backpack.
Dude, come on.
Get it. Let's see what he's holding. So,
Nothing good.
any money?
Fucking toys, man.
You still play with toys? Seriously?
It belongs to my brother. Leave it alone.
So
gonna
these,
have to go
obviously,
with
for
the,
anyone watching, yeah, these are the big moments that are
Your
going to have
brother? Where is
even
he
more
now?
of a big
Well-
moment.
I'm going to meet him.
In a stolen car? More lies.
Okay, Chad. We fucked with him.
Hey.
Let him go. He's got
Hold on a
nothing.
sec, Mike. You speak
Chad
Spanish,
sucks.
Pedro?
What?
What? Hablas español.
Chad.
So, Professor, how do you say, I'm a dirty thief?
Don't do this.
Oh, you don't want to share your language? Okay. Maybe you know this one. I'm a dirty thief with one eye.
Chad is an absolute dickhead.
Yeah.
All I want to do is learn Espanol.
Oh shit! I didn't pick
Might
something
be our
fast enough.
official language someday, right? Si, senor? So, one more lesson. How do you say, "This is not my country"?
What a cock.
I don't know. Told you.
Well, that's the only one you should know, boy. Learn it.
Look, Chad, it's gonna rain. Let's go before we get soaked.
Hold on. This little thief is fucking with me. You're really pissing me off, you know that? But I'm willing to give you one
God,
last
Chad.
chance to make things right.
Jesus.
Sing something.
What?
Just pass the audition and you're free. We'll be very upset if you refuse.
At this point, I mean, these aren't decisions I would make, but I'm playing what I think Daniel's gonna try to do.
Yeah.
That he doesn't give a fuck about this one hit. He's hit rock bottom,
Right.
and he's trying to find his brother, and that's more important than his bride.
Jeez,
Mike,
enough.
let the boy
This is
finish
depressing,
his
by the way.
song.
Yeah, but it's
This
so
is-
well
this
written.
is effectively, yeah, difficult to watch.
Like a child song that's now turned into this like it's almost like what they do with horror movies. How they'll, 1, 2, Freddy's coming
Right.
for you. You know,
Cuando el sol se ha ido ya.
while he's laughing like.
Cuando nada
I want the scene to come back where Daniel fucking rips these two apart in some future scene.
Yeah.
muestras
Yep.
While this guy
brillas,
sings the song like
brillas,
deadpan and shit.
brillas,
Estrellita. Well, the motherfucker's like.
And this also, by the way, goes on longer than you think it should,
Yes.
which is
Uncomfortable and perfect.
Well, damn. I think you just won Mexican Idol.
Mexico. That's kind of funny
Now pick
outside
up all
of.
your shit and get
Yeah.
the fuck out. Don't ever come back.
I love how you're like, I'm back on board with Chad again. This guy's all right.
Mexican Idol's kind of clever. I mean, not really. If you think about it, it's like a. And they give him the finger on top of that.
Yeah, it's the hackiest thing, but
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
It nailed what
No,
you.
it's like-
it was what you were looking for.
Yeah, it really nails like this whole like what great writing to juxtapose all of these like it's almost like beautiful chaos like how fucked and now you see this like
Right, and then this, yeah.
to go from being totally calm and submissive to like hating himself for it but understanding
Right.
that it was necessary to get where his brother's just the most important. Now he's about to run out of gas, which
Yeah.
that's great. This guy's luck is just fucking.
Which, by the way,
snowballing out
we've
of
all
control.
had. I mean, not this. Not these events, but these days, right, where it just
Everything seems to be going
everything
wrong.
is just going the wrong way, and like it's obvious, like his is the worst possible version of that, and. Well, I mean, even it could be worse, obviously, I get that. But the point is, he's having a much worse version of it than I ever have. And I've definitely had a moment where I've been in a car and just yelled, fuck, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like,
True.
imagining kind of this all stuff, the way he's handling it. And he's also, 17? So it's like
The oldest
an
wolf was
unbelievable
badly
amount of shit for like a kid he's not able to process this as much as he really, as well as he would if he was an adult, and it would still be poor. So they're doing a great job of evoking all of these feelings that make you just like, have such a visceral response to these sequences that you're like, man, so many games try to do this stuff, or actually, not a lot of games try to do this stuff because they can't, and the ones that do, you realize how difficult it is, like these guys really are able to get at some like real core like emotional things that we all have like memories of being, this age or having this moment where somebody was just that, right? You were the picked on and they were the bully, or you saw that happen to somebody else, and it really just makes you feel something in a way that a lot of games are not able to do.
Yeah, and maybe, just maybe there's like somebody out there who has these prejudices and like bigotry. Maybe they're at that age where they're still kind of forming the values, and they're just going with, well, this person, these people, because a lot of racism and bigotry and that kind of stuff, it comes from not understanding the other, right? And almost not human to you in the same way that you consider those that you're familiar with, or they're more like you are. But maybe somebody watching a scene that well done is maybe influenced in some way. I mean,
a break.
People who play video games tend to be at different ages, and so maybe there's
my only fear
late
is knowing
teen
the way
there.
knowing the way the internet is and internet culture and all that. I'm like, there's probably just as many people who watch that and were like, this is hilarious and I love this guy, Chad. True. Which that bums me out. But hey, I mean, one step forward, two steps back is still, we got a chance to take one step forward. It's better than 3 steps back. So I'm like, if one kid sees this and is like, all right, I learned something. If 5 other kids, it just reinforced that they're all, you were already racist before. Like, that scene wasn't the thing that they were like, I really think they're the worst now. So the point is, it just brought out your, lesser demons. That's fine. But if there was somebody that was actually teetering and you're like, they saw that and actually felt like, fuck, is that like the way I feel right now? Is that the way people feel like when I make that dumb joke or I do that voice or whatever, nonsense? It's like,
you're killing me.
It makes you think it's worth it, I guess.
It's like hiking in hell.
No, I mean, it's just the continuous. I'm having to drink water first. It's the continuous
my throat feels
inclusion. This is why the diversity and representation in all types of stories is so important.
Yeah, media. Yeah,
because again, this may not change somebody's mind. It may be the final straw that lets somebody say, hey, or at least maybe it changes it a little bit or whatever. Right. For those people that it doesn't, nothing was going to change their mind anyway. So I don't think you are taking a step back.
Right.
Even it's not like you're. I mean, they may be reinforced a little, but I think the more you see things from other perspectives,
but you're right. It's always a positive.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean, honestly, I'll say this game more than most games, I think. I mean, this game took a real fucking hard swing. Like whether or not people can say if you think they, did they hit a home run or did they just hit a double or whatever. But the point is they took a swing that most people are not trying to take, specifically in the video game industry, because people know they're like, man, I got to market this to X number of people. I got to break X number of, numbers in sales. That people are not going to take chances that they think could cost them sales. And the fact that they straight up shit on Trump in the first episode, and then from there just say, wait, if you thought that was crazy, just wait. We're going to really talk about racism.
Got a good picture of it.
It's pretty impressive. You got to give them a lot of props for that.
Yeah, but I think, this whole game from jump, right? Like early on, it was the LGBTQ plus.
Oh, you mean the whole series? Yes, you're right.
The whole,
you're right.
The whole, what I mean? So it's like, it's not a leap for these people. This is something I would expect from these people. They're doing it. Yeah, they're just doing it really well. And I gotta say, I'm really glad you props to you. You pushed this game a lot. You wanted to make sure that this game, we did this as an RP2, and I see why. I see why you would have played this and said, this is just so uniquely well done in the way that it does things that, and it's not just that, it's everything that we talked about that I'm really glad we've been able to experience together. Even from the incorporation of the drawings to the going back to the dad and having these flashbacks and everything is just really, really well done. And it's really cool being able to talk about it kind of closer to when we experience it. Oh, by the way, am I done? Can I just get up now? This is all right. Rather than trying to piece all of this together as one game discussion,
yes,
a few months later.
The kind of ongoing conversation is kind of almost necessary for this, right? In a very similar way, we did, Detroit, and it was there was a lot of
empty and quiet.
You can't, to unpack that game in one hour-and-a-half discussion or whatever is just
look
you could
around,
do
dude.
it, but you wouldn't be doing it justice.
be interesting
And I think this
details to
game even
have.
more so is like, could we play it all the way through and then say like, hey, let's do a quick like review on what do you think about it? We could. Would we be missing most of this, like the good, like the just, you know, the conversation about it and how it makes us feel and like how we're feeling in the moment of watching it happen? I think,
draw now.
you know, we would lose that.
Anything else?
Yeah. By the way, so I did
Yes, I can
have one
spice
more,
things up a
as you can
bit.
see.
Yep.
Draw
Make the
hell
whole
or
thing funny.
draw an
Oh,
oasis?
you get to do this again.
This is draw hell. I'm gonna keep that negative
Try adding
attitude.
details. Focus a bit more.
I love this.
Got a good picture of it. I'm ready to draw now.
Huh.
Man,
Pretty funny.
my eye always starts hurting when I focus for too long.
You know what's funny? I can't remember that decision. The bars I remember
Yeah, I think I may have picked
distinctly. I
something else.
know. I think I may have done the Oasis last time. I think you may have also, because that looks new to me.
I think you're right.
Because I think my reasoning was like he's out, so maybe he's a little bit more optimistic that he has a chance. Also, he's out in the, you know, desert, which obviously, yes, you could say hell, but I was like, oh, like this is a time where he could,
Daniel
you know,
better
before
be okay.
it felt too obvious that he was stuck in
Feels like I haven't
prison,
seen
right?
him in years.
Here, it's like he's
Of
outside
course I
now,
miss
so maybe he'd be a
everything.
little bit more optimistic.
Even his whining. Yeah, you couldn't wait to get out on your own. Now you are. And it sucks.
They do a really good job with the limited like this was made for PS4, right?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and they've like these aren't like super advanced graphics or anything like that, but they do really well with what they have. I mean, the
Yep.
sunburn, the sweat dripping on his body.
Yeah.
Shit, there's a truck coming.
I mean, it's very much in the same way, you know, that there's, you know, technical art and like more kind of,
Is he honking at me?
you know, like when people are
talking.
trying to be, when you're trying to approach it from the, hey, like this doesn't look exactly like the real world, but it evokes a feeling of the real world in a way that means something. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, the difference between looking at like, you know, Dali versus like Norman Rockwell, right? One is
It's
like a
funny
picture
that you say
perfect
that.
version, and the other one is this weird thing, but it like makes you feel something. Like this has a very watercolor, you know, vibe to it, but everything feels real. You know, like if you stare at
Yes.
any one thing for too long, you can pick apart the resolution in it and be like, oh, that, you know, that little tumbleweed looks weird. But when you take the whole picture in, it feels real. Like it hits the way it's supposed to, which I think is pretty amazing.
It's funny you say Dali. That was one of the artists that sprung to mind, especially with the whole desert having the perseverance of memory type of
Yes.
feel to it. It's after,
Yes.
especially after you put the devil figure into
Yep.
it. All right, am I getting in the truck with this dude? I'm desperate right now, and
Yeah.
if he gets molested, he gets molested.
Hold up.
Put that on a
I mean,
t-shirt.
it wouldn't be the worst thing that happened to him in the last few days, to be honest. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, if we're rating the terrible things that are happening to Sean on a scale from 0 to 10, you know, that'd be like a 4.5, and he's had some like 9s. So
I mean, this trucker he has a nice smile, and he looks like he'd be gentle.
you know what? On that note, I am gonna go grab another beer because I fucking hated that. I did not.
Hey yo!
Is this what our show is about, man? Because Jesus. Welcome back, everybody. This is the last one you'll hear. We've been canceled yet again. It's like our 8th time canceled. It's fine.
I was
We'll
just
find
thinking
a way back.
after they pan to the fucking soda cans shaking.
Oh, I hate this so much.
Just a scratch.
Good.
Just a
I
scratch.
hope it's not contagious or something.
Not contagious. Why? What are you planning to do to his eye?
What the fuck?
Hope it's not like skin to skin contagious.
Yeah, what's up?
GPS tells me you parked in the middle of nowhere. Just wanted to know what happened.
I had to make a shit stop. Over.
Too much
Gross.
information, but 10-4.
You mean number 2?
You owe me a
Jeez.
beer.
Oh, that's very corny. What is this? Is like this guy is like the most dad joke guy ever.
Yeah.
Don't
What
freak
a
out.
loser.
I wouldn't have picked you up if I cared about that hitchhiking law.
It's just that I want to fuck you so much.
Yeah, it's just you kind of look cute in that little cutoff.
So, you hungry or what?
This is my roofie sandwich. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
I mean, my sandwich. My
Yeah.
sandwich. I meant to say sandwich. Sorry.
Shit. Let's go with no thanks
Oh.
this time.
No, thanks. I'm cool.
You're lost, son.
Just for anyone who's keeping up and who cares, I have moved on to a Nice Schoof, which this is definitively my last one.
yeah.
This is the last one I have. But Belgian
your
dark beer
destination?
brewed with spices.
So good.
Orange peel. Yeah,
Haven
and thyme, and
You've
this
heard of
is
it?
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
We've had
Straight
these
ahead.
before on the show.
Mhm.
Wow, this is 10%. So I will see you in the morning. Let me know how the rest of this episode goes. Tell my kids I loved them. No, but so we've enjoyed this on the show definitely before, the La Schoof, Mix Schoof, Nice Schoof,
Yes.
the whole kind of collection. So we
La
celebrate the whole
Schoof,
collection.
because we don't got nothing to prove. Remember that?
Yes, love that. I'm the hooper, the hyper, protected by a viper. Fucking
That was Shaq.
man.
Shaq was
Yeah.
on that.
So bad.
By the way,
What a fucking weird.
people, I'm not a fucking weirdo is probably the intro to some kind of weird
Yeah.
shit. But he's shifted like he's gonna go for the door.
Trucker.
It's a
Yeah.
boring, lonely trucker who likes to mentor
this-
young boys.
Yes,
Um,
with this gigantic erection. I'm
So
sorry.
recently-
I meant to say radio. That doesn't even make sense. I don't care about the size of your radio. It's a weird thing to say.
Oh man. Oh no, but back on the Shaq thing. So people like there's actually like a little back and forth going against like people who love Shaq that are like that he's actually better than Dame Dollars on Damian Lillard on
Wait,
on the mic like as
Really?
an MC. I was like, what?
really?
No, have you heard any of Dame shit? Have you heard Dame Lillard?
I
Damian Lillard?
have. Yeah,
Dude,
it's-
he is hands down to
it's-
me
yeah.
there is nobody else touching him
Stop.
that whose primary
Right.
occupation is professional athlete.
Just
Right.
be careful.
It's
out
like
here.
it's surprising
People are
that you would
kinda
think that
weird.
you're like,
Really?
wow, that's incredible that this
Okay.
is just a side hustle
10-4,
gig that he's
buddy.
doing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's
I was
impressive.
like seriously impressed. Yeah, like not
Who-
even just like he's
who
good
thinks-
for a baller. He's actually good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He's good, and it's surprising he's the baller part. That's the thing. More you're like, that's weird. You sound like somebody that this would be your main job. So
Yeah.
wait, there are people that say that Shaq is better than him.
That's like I was listening to some shit. It was on some of the sports. Like Dame was actually a guest. Dame was a guest on It Is What It Is. You know that show that Cameron
Right.
and Mace host, which is an
Yes.
excellent show by
Is
the way.
it good?
I
I have
fucking
not-
love
okay.
that show, bro.
Okay.
It's like better. I enjoy. That's one of my favorite sports shows now. Like to listen to.
Okay.
It's just hilarious. They really enjoy being around each other.
Like our grand.
That's
But
amazing.
they had him
I
on
have
there,
to
and
check
they're
it
like
out.
they've been talking about how people are like, yeah, definitely do it. Let me know when you do.
Yes.
You know, let me know what your thoughts are. But yeah, and it's so funny because those motherfuckers they call
Forgot about
pause
Easter.
on everything. Everything,
Right.
and it's
Right.
fucking to the point where like that's the comedy and shit. Like, it's like
That's amazing.
and they'd be like, "Hey yo," and they'd be like, "Wow, that's crazy." That's another way they say, "Hey, pause."
Right.
But no, so he was on that show and they were saying like, "What do you say to like the people that have been like, you know, saying Shaq is still
So
better
glad
or
this guy
whatever?"
picked me up.
Right.
And I think Dame was like basically
scared
like,
to worry
those
about
people
him.
are super Shaq fans.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, do you remember his songs are like, "Can we rock? What's
Yeah.
up, Doc? Can we
Must be
rock?
more kids here.
What's up, Doc?" That's terrible. All
So
right.
he was bad, but he was like, it was like, oh, he's a baller and he's used his celebrity status to gather some amazing MCs on tracks, you know,
Around
and
him.
so like,
Yeah.
so some of those tracks you like because you're like, oh, they had people
He's
that you
terrible,
really
but
liked.
everyone else is good on
Yeah,
it. Right, yeah.
And then he was just okay, that's just Shaq's part, and the beat is still good and whatever, you know. But
Right.
now Dame is making
remember-
legit music.
But my biological didn't bother. Remember
Yeah.
that song?
Yep.
That was
Yep.
terrible. That was also
Yep.
terrible. Okay, this again, this is proof perfect, like proof example of your or proof perfect of your example. Jesus, I think I had a stroke. A song of when he was absolute shitbag, but everyone else was amazing. Was when he did No Hook, which was with RZA and Method Man.
Yes, yeah.
And they were amazing. And obviously it's like RZA's beat, so you're like, that's incredible. And then he came in and he's like, oh, I'm Shaq, and I can rap. And then they're like, yeah. And then it goes back to like Method Man again.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is like, but yeah, it's cool because like 2/3 of it's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're right. So people just got, like, You Can't Stop the Rain featuring Biggie Smalls.
Yes.
I don't even remember that one, so I have to like click on that. So I have to hear.
No,
this
you don't
now.
remember that song was dope. Yeah, because of Biggie
Like,
and the beat. But you know,
I can't even remember how. Oh, that sounds there. And it's You Can't Stop the Rain is REIGN, which automatically means I probably loved this song in 1994 when it came out or whatever.
Yeah.
He did Straight Playing with Peter Guns and Quick.
Mm-hmm.
He did Men of Steel, which I remember that from that terrible fucking movie. And that's with Ice Cube, Be Real, Peter Guns, and KRS-One.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he gathered, like, so when you talk about Shaq, like he made, like, I used this loosely, but he made good music, but he wasn't a good MC.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, he just gathered his.
He was a
his
part
people.
of good music. Right.
Yeah,
he was a part
yeah.
of good music.
Well, I mean, he was the guy pulling all of that together. So from
He
a
didn't
sort
make it,
of
though.
like,
Yes,
you're right.
he was the guy that got everyone in a room, and then he
Yeah.
was like, "Smart people, make a good song."
So,
and then somebody write a rap for me, and then I'll say, "Ooh, I'm Chuck, and I can rap," and then that would be the end of the song again.
Smells like
So maybe like producer in some sort, not the way that you would like, not a beat producer, but producer of like
Connected
the project.
with
Yeah.
WC and Nate Dogg.
I wonder how many people
In the Sun with Common, Black Thought, and Joy. He had Extortion with Fat Joe and Big Pun.
Yep. No, I mean, like literally, like I had Shaq's album. Like it wasn't bad, but
Wait, he's come up with stuff recently, by the way.
Yeah, I heard that. I haven't heard any new stuff. Maybe
2019 is Bang
he's
with
developed.
Nightmare and Lil Jon. And then 2020 is Tear It Up with Eliminate. I don't even know who that is. Do you know who Eliminate is?
Nah.
Eliminate is not important enough to even have a link in Wikipedia that you can click on. His name is just a regular black, like it's black lettering, not the hyperlink that shows we've also created a page for Eliminate. So Eliminate's nonsense.
When you started to say his name is just a regular black, I was like, oh,
Yep,
where's this going?
You knew. I was like, work with me, Nishoof. Don't you fuck me now, Nishoof.
Imagine at that moment you stutter. Hey, you stutter in the middle of it. I'm like, now I'm not believing you.
Oh,
trying to clean that up, Craig Mack.
I made eye contact with the gnome on Nishoof. I was like, don't look at me. Look at me. You're the captain now. You just tell me what to say so I don't fuck this one up.
All right. We're about to get with these people that the creepy trucker called weird, by the way.
Yes.
He's like, be careful with these people. They're
the
weird.
creepy trucker who said I'm not a creep said
tried to
they're
roofie
creepy.
sandwich me.
He did. Wait, by the way, did you eat it? I already forgot.
Scoot back in.
I said no. I think in the past we did, right?
Yes, we did in the
Hello
past.
there, young sir.
And he had butt sex, I think.
No,
I think so.
I don't remember that
I might be
version.
misremembering. I might be misremembering.
For the service?
That just might be the movie I watched right before we started doing RP2.
Not really. Looking for someone.
Don't be
Oh,
shy.
God.
Everybody's welcome here, no matter who you are or where you're from.
Are you looking for the
In his
little
eyes,
Messiah?
We are all equal. Plus, we have a pretty nice spread after the service. Stay as long as you want.
Okay.
Okay, have a
stop.
roofie sandwich while you're here.
There's right. Why is everyone trying to roofie sandwich me? Put it in a drink like everyone else does.
We can't help it. This is such a well-written and like serious, like grave moments.
And we're like, what if we just bring up the roofie sandwich again?
You haven't
We
heard
can't
of
help it.
Then I
Oh,
won't
here's the
spoil it
miracle.
for you. He'll be here any minute
But
now.
It
Santa
sounds
Claus?
like
See for yourself.
I won't spoil the surprise for you, but it sounds like Woofy Wandwich. Oh, enough with the roofie sandwich. It's not even a good surprise.
Oh my god. Oh
Yeah.
god.
All right, this, by the way, has very much
Cough sounds
Midnight
really
Mass
bad.
vibes. Like the music in the background right now
Yeah. No, definitely like
is
cold.
like giving me that. Yeah.
Yeah. This is everything about this screams cult to me.
Yes.
Especially, I mean already
also,
you started with.
I drive by a church, and I'm like, oh, what a cult! So this doesn't take a whole lot from me.
Thank God.
Automatically.
It doesn't help that Roofie Sandwich Trucker thinks these people are cool.
Right.
What's going on?
All you can eat barbecue. You disciple Daniel. Wow. What the fuck? He's like, I came here looking for my brother, and it's already being like taken under his wing by a fucking the new Finn, right?
Yeah.
Cute.
So you're starting to see this
sound.
kind of
by the way,
theme.
sound design. I want to say amazing in how you're hearing the sound,
sure.
especially through the headphones right now. The sounds of it literally sounds like it's in another room, and it's coming from like speakers from the ceiling. Like you hear all that.
Yes.
Versus the volume, the mix of his voice speaking, which obviously sounds right in the center channel, like right in front of your face. It's pretty amazing how they did that.
Oh, this
but
is
you were
cool.
gonna
Go up
say
the fucking stairs.
Yeah, you were gonna say you're starting to feel something.
Like the theme, the recurring theme that like it's like these kids are scrambling through life. They've lost their mother and they're losing their parent in the way they've lost them. And so like they're looking for leadership. They're like susceptible to a leader coming in. As I'm watching, I talked about Fear the Walking Dead. You know, that's the theme with a character that you and I didn't really care for a lot the first time around. But Nick, they talk about how Nick, having been through what he went through, was constantly looking to be inspired. He's like open to a strong figure to come in and mentor him. And it feels like that's what both of these kids are kind of susceptible to. Sean less so with religion, maybe. But
right. Well, I mean, this and whatever. This is. I don't mean it to sound as controversial as it might sound, but it's like religion in general is best done young, right? It's the easiest time to get somebody to buy in with the least amount of questions, right? The younger you are, the more likely that is. Obviously, there are older people that will also buy in, and there are people that believe at all ages, and they come on board at all ages. But the pure concept of believe in a thing because you're never going to see it, but I'm just believing it because fuck it, like you have faith and you believe in a thing. It's why do kids believe in Santa and the Easter Bunny and all these things, right? Because we're more susceptible to that when we're younger. So it makes sense that he's a little bit older. He's maybe not as susceptible to that in this way specifically.
Damn, the angel Daniel.
And I was going to say, and they also lay it on very thick in that they are not just like, oh, we're just trying to buy you into religion. You're a key factor, obviously, in it because they call him the angel, right? So he's like, and I love they give him that shitty little bowl cut.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It just looks like a religious, like, mess haircut.
Do his work.
This has got to be like, this moment right here is fucking crazy, right? Like,
yeah.
All of a sudden,
guide us from the wilderness.
Your brother is now.
Destiny. Now Daniel will reveal the true power.
Then you think about it, you're like, it kind of makes sense, right? Like you've been talking about people who have been buying into something based on faith that there's no proof for, and this kid is like literally exhibiting magic.
Able to do the things.
Look, if you saw this and it was attributed to God, right? Other than you're thinking that, maybe like, well, we see illusionists all the time now, right? But let's say it's in a situation where you're like, this kid's obviously hasn't had like decades to train.
Right.
Yeah. If you saw this might make you reevaluate.
Absolutely. And if you already believe in something, right? Mm-hmm. Then it's much easier to believe that it's a miracle from God than you're like, oh, I don't know, fucking magic, I guess. Like that actually, even to me, to somebody who doesn't believe, like that is more unbelievable that magic has, just become a thing, right? Like it's a harder sell for me to convince somebody magic has become a thing than it is that, like, I don't know, like miracle, I guess it's fine.
Once you start having like stuff like this happen, I think that you can probably connect the two. They're probably interchangeable at that point, right? Like whether you call it magic or the
miracle.
like the effect of some greater power.
A voice, a messenger.
And I will say, by the way, this entire scene gives me so much fucking Midnight Mass vibes. Like,
Yes.
like the beginning of that, right? As that show is, you know, it's first starting, how people that are just looking to believe in something, you know, like I'm not saying that it's, you know, that people are like naive or anything, but like when you're desperate to believe, and then somebody, that's why for all of millennia, right? There's always been, for the existence of humanity, there's always been somebody that's been, for every group of people that are desperate and want to believe in something, there's somebody that is a piece of shit that will take advantage of it.
Yeah.
and steal that belief, and like that is Midnight Mass, right? Is the kind of taking advantage of people's desperate belief in something bigger than themselves.
Yeah, and you got to have all kinds of feelings about this too.
Yeah.
There's like Sean coming in, who already is suspicious of this kind of stuff. He's been kind of warned against. He's an outsider. And he's looking out for his brother. So you're gonna have two guys kind of coming from the same genes, but they approached it in different ways, had different experiences, and on two opposite sides of the coins now.
Yep. And these, so I will say, and I know I've said in other episodes on this show that a big part of this begins to evoke that feeling of, it's a very father-child feeling too. You know, like I know he's his big brother, but he now feels he is the father, right? And so there are these moments that we've talked about, like as us having kids, like those moments where you're like, when you want to, when you want to exert your like,
too bad.
I'm smarter than you and I know better than you, and just listen to me. This is bad, right? And it's a thing that happens to parents all the time, is you fall into that trap all the time of being like, just believe me because I'm smarter than you. And there's a certain time where your kids, you know, just follow that. And then there's a moment where they just don't anymore.
Or wiser is probably a better word, right?
What do you mean?
I'm wiser, not smarter. Smarter is probably more of an intelligence thing, and wiser is more experienced. Than
No. Good point. Yes, like I have more life experience, and so there's a moment when your kids will just buy into that you are wiser than them, and then there's a moment where most kids kind of start to question that. They're usually wrong. We know that, but they are pushing back on that, right? They're like, maybe I don't just accept what you say at face value. And the most difficult thing for a lot of parents, and I will say, I mean, I can say explicitly for myself, is accepting that, right? That moment where you just want to brute force your way to be like, just believe me because I've never led you astray. I've never told you a thing just because it was fun for me to say. Like, I'm saying this because I know more. I have the experience of all this, but they still don't want to hear it, and probably saying that is only going to push them farther away. So you can already kind of see that moment for Sean where it's like, I don't want to fuck this up, but I also, you know, I want to say, Daniel, trust me, something's weird here.
Of their faith and mine.
And they do a very good job of bringing that up, at least for me. I mean, I feel
absolutely.
all of that where I'm like, oh man, how bad do I want to run in and start fucking haymaking everyone, right?
Sean,
like, let's call it a day.
I knew it.
And this too. I love they started it like this too.
Do I look older?
They do a good job.
What? What happened to your eye?
Don't worry.
Where did you
It's okay.
Did that happen at the farm? Because of me? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Now you owe me, Daniel.
Yeah.
Forget it. It wasn't
jam
your
a little
fault.
pocket knife in his
I
eye.
should've-
Yeah, we're even, bitch.
Does it hurt?
No. Not as much as your haircut.
Sucker. Sick burn.
I kind of like it.
Do you really?
Sean,
Fucking
I
nerd.
didn't want to leave you there. Nothing I could do. I was so scared. I even thought you were dead. And
It's okay. We're together now.
yes. So, are you gonna stay with us now? Huh?
We still need to go to Puerto Lobos.
But we don't need to. We have a new home now. Look.
Look at the way she's looking at him.
Daniel. Give Sean
Yeah, smart lady.
a
I like
chance
it.
to
She was
process
chill.
this. I'm sure
She like
this
laid in the
is
cut.
all
Was like, I'm not gonna say shit. Now, if it
overwhelming.
looks like it's starting to
By the
maybe
way,
go in a direction,
my
let me hop
name
in.
is Lisbeth Fisher. We all prayed for your safe return. Sean, you must be a believer now in our Lord, too.
Well,
let's go with that.
Not really.
Ooh, you went for it, huh?
So Daniel was wrong? You can be honest here, Sean. But first, I need Sarah Lee and Daniel to grab the medicine kit. We have to take care of our new guest. This is a place of healing.
Huh? Let's do it later. I want to talk to him now.
Daniel? Now.
Oh, she wants to have like a little heart-to-heart with Daniel.
Whoa.
With Sean.
Hold on.
Well, Sean,
Uh-oh,
it's a
here
pleasure
we
to
go.
meet you. This is a real blessing today.
Now maybe you should
You
move
were away
on.
from Daniel for quite a while.
I was in a coma.
Of course. I wasn't judging you. So what is your plan,
funny.
Sean? This is a blessed family.
She's like, we
and
got
it would
him.
be
We're not
good
taking.
for
No, you're
Daniel
not
to
taking
have
him away.
you by his side. You should know that the Lord has big plans for him.
Oh boy.
God
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
or you?
God,
Oh man.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm his family.
2 young boys are not a family. Mark
Wow.
3:25. If a house
That's-
is divided against itself, that house
Yeah,
cannot
but that's
stand.
not in the Bible.
Daniel sounds more
Yeah,
like a
it's like
prisoner than a
two
guest.
boys are not a
It
family. It's
saddens
not in the
me when
Bible.
you see things that way. After everything I've done for him, I know why you're scared, Sean. That's because your heart's full of sins.
Oh,
You led your brother
this son of a
into
bitch.
killing one of God's innocent creatures, disrupting nature's balance.
Damn, he went and
This
fucking told her?
is a terrible sin.
What a narc
and
he
until
is.
you make penance for it,
Damn you,
I
Daniel.
can't accept you here.
What? Are you serious?
I'm sorry.
He was like, wait, you're kicking me out of the place I don't even want to
your
fucking
son.
stay? Fuck this shit.
And Daniel isn't gonna be your golden cow. Daniel, come
Why
on.
don't we ask him what he wants to do?
Do not touch me.
Oh, hell yeah.
What the fuck?
She just fucking acted too.
Do
Nothing.
Enough. You spilled blood.
What?
Words.
Damn, did she just...
what happened?
Your brother.
Did she just pull a fucking wrestling move and just cut herself with a
Yeah.
and
razor
acting like a
blade?
criminal. But he can be saved, Daniel.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Yo, she's a fucking manipulator.
He's right. I
Are
won't
you
go
serious?
for it. Ben,
Oh, this fucking guy.
when you're ready, we can.
She's trying to manipulate you.
Let me lead you
This is
to
the shit.
one true light that never goes out. I want to be your friend.
You're crazy.
Like, this would be fucking
Let's get out of
infuriating.
here,
You
Daniel.
know, to be
Yeah.
like, obviously she's fucking crazy.
wanna
Let's
stay.
let's leave, dude. And he's like, nah, I'm not gonna listen. You're like,
There's your answer, Sean.
what the fuck
We're
are we doing
together
here?
again. So we can go, right?
Come on.
Get off me, dude.
Ooh.
What? Daniel! Let me go, asshole! Daniel! They're not your family!
Stop it.
You just need to have faith.
Oh, this
You
bitch is
wait.
evil.
Daniel!
It's okay, Sean.
Daniel!
He's just letting him fucking chokehold his brother out of the whole fucking. That little kid's a little shit, man. He's
Satisfied?
fucking confused, but right now it's
Now don't you ever come
Fucking
back.
asshole right now, yeah. And this guy all of a sudden.
yeah, fuck
Oh.
him. This time I've had enough.
Kid, don't make
Because
Like, I don't fucking even
The
know
last
who this
time,
guy is.
the last time it was like, yo, forget about these. Ooh, he's like, fuck these rednecks with their racism because it's gonna stop me
Yeah.
from getting to Daniel. But this time, with him fighting for his brother.
Daniel!
Took a
Daniel!
fucking punch, man.
Pissing me off. This is private property. I have a
Oh,
legal
you're super
right
religious.
to
I
stop
love
any
that.
intruders like you.
I just want my brother.
But he doesn't want you. He was
When is
brought here,
fucking
and
Sean's
this
powers
is
gonna
where he's
materialize?
staying. Next time,
Yeah.
I will not hesitate to use
I'd like to see the fucking Cyclops now, and that's fitting, right? Cyclops eye beam.
Yep.
Daniel, hey!
Maybe out of the bad eye.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Daniel.
Sean.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
That's right.
Like this. Let's go.
Big fucking surprise on that.
Yeah, I mean, everything is written so fucking well, and it's like such a good story. Again, man, big fucking accuracy on your part on it. It's like saying, like, from a medium. I think you said this is one of the better stories you've seen across any medium, television. You know, like that kind of thing. Just everything orchestrated. The timing is impeccable in a lot of this stuff.
Sean,
it's really great.
What happened to your eye?
And amazing because, like, there are moments that, like, if this was a TV show, wouldn't have been as impactful. It was more impactful because it was a video game. You know, there are parts where it landed better as a show, so they took the interactive part away from you and let the kind of story happen around you. So it's like they were able to pick and choose the moments that made the most sense for the medium. And then there's moments that work like this that is basically kind of like a movie or a TV show right now, but this only lands because of the interactive moments before when you got to see how he feels about his mom and you were a part of making those decisions, right? So it's like they almost kind of twist and turn and thread that, you know, needle so many times so well that it gets to the point where you're like, man, it's like they are nailing it on every possible, like, spot. It's incredible.
That's what she said. But yeah,
that's what I was talking
absolutely. And like even that moment right there, right? Like the mom shows up in this kind of like helping him way, and he almost seems a little relieved because and then you see him turn like, bitch, why did you fucking? Why are you here?
Now? Yeah.
He's all fucked up, man.
Yeah.
That's from. I don't even remember what that's from. That bruise on. Somebody punched him in the stomach. Is that from the Hillbillies?
I don't. It must be, because I was going to say I know he did get like punched right before he got like in the explosion.
He got punched in the face. Oh yeah.
But no, but that
was like 2 months
ago. So yeah, so he wouldn't have those bruises. So he must have gotten just from the Hillbillies those punches, and then
Did they hit him? I forgot if they actually hit him.
I don't remember.
I looked a little far.
All those are obviously yeah, and all those little like good things are from the explosion, like the shrapnel shit that hit him, which is cool. All the little scars. All right, dude, relax. We don't need to look. Just put your clothes on.
Fucking whale boxes.
How many times are they gonna keep teasing us? Like, relax. I don't want to fucking see him naked. Put clothes on.
All right.
Man.
I don't think we got this far before.
Didn't
I don't
clean the pain
remember.
away, but that felt good.
Right?
This
I
might
don't
be
remember
it.
getting this far.
Might be as far as we got.
Damn.
Great sound.
You look bad.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like the sound mix in this, the audio mix, is, I think, one of the better
Karen seems to
like
be
adventure
quite
game
often.
audio mixes I've heard. Like in terms of making things. I don't know if like the first time I played it, I know obviously I was probably just listening through my like surround sound. I didn't have headphones on, but like things are really like. They sound different when they're coming from different places in the room, and like there's like this kind of echo moment that happens from far away versus things that are right in front of you. Like they really put so much attention into picking up that sound mix so that it feels real.
Kind of pretty.
Yeah, and that makes total sense.
His voice always sounds right in front of you. So it's like this perfect kind of omniscient voice, almost like it's in your head, right? Like his voice is inside your head. Everything else is kind of happening external from that. It's fucking awesome.
Just fucking
Karen
around.
did her own road trip to get here.
Came from Boulder City, Nevada. Kingman, Arizona. So yeah, she's traveled. Turning from it to look back, making the same choice twice. My solitude, days, and dreams, lost to find myself. Looking
Dreamy
forward
nights, lost to find myself. Yeah, looking forward to turn back. She's just
interesting.
Her.
Yeah, but I was to say on your comment, sound
yeah.
really important because like they focused on music since. Now look, she keeps
Karen
journals like he
to
does.
capture the world around her.
So you can see now he's a lot more like his mom than he thought.
Right.
Brand new baby.
Again, look at that. How totally different the writing is, right? So it's like, it's pretty cool how each person has their own little things. And like, yeah, of course, they could have just handed it to 15 different people and said, right, and then we'll scan it into the game. But the point is, how many games don't do that? They just put it through a computer. The computer prints it out in whatever, font it is. Whereas this, you're like, oh, shit. Like, yeah, I can see the letters that she's not as good at, right? Like where her handwriting is worse. It's kind of cool how they were able to put work into that.
Yeah. What year are we in now in the game? Because those entries were like 2016, 2017.
I want to say 2017, yeah, I think now. Okay. Because I think, remember, it starts right around the Halloween, right? Isn't it like he's putting out the Halloween decorations? So, kind of Halloween 2016, and then this is obviously post, because we went through the winter already when he was up in the house.
Karen was always
with the
into
dog
low-tech.
And everything. And so now they're
I
back
even think it's the one she had back then.
It looks like summer, basically.
Yeah.
So it
We've
must be
come a long,
summer of
long
2017.
way,
So I believe, right, it
This
takes place
thing's
right after
killing my back.
Trump was just elected, right?
I got
They
bruises
allude
on
to
my
that in the
bruises.
beginning.
Yeah.
That it's like,
oh yeah, I can't believe
or he's
it really
about
happened.
to get elected.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was
that's
November
right. 'Cause it's
2016.
right after
You just
Halloween.
yep.
You're right. It's right after Halloween because it is November, and when you go into the phone, you can see that they say like, I can't believe he actually won and blah blah whatever, which is, by the way, awesome. We talked about it on that episode, but the storytelling of how much they put into those text messages, like you could scroll back like 2 months. So like that, because that's the first thing. What is the first thing we always think? Like when I get access to one of those things, it's like, how can I break it? Like, can I see? Are they only going to show text from today? And they're like, nah, they put back, you can go all the way back to a conversation they were having over the summer, like when they were like, can't believe we're almost going back to school. Unrelated to the story, meant nothing
By the
to
way,
the game.
May something 2017 right here. So we're still in this just happened.
Yep. See, so there you go. Yep.
Yep.
So like these stories they're telling that are very superfluous to the story overall, right? It means nothing. We didn't need to know their conversations about, I can't wait to go back to school, and is Jen gonna like me this year, and then whatever. But like they were smart enough to know, what if we build back so people, if they want to scroll back in his phone, can read old text messages. Again, it adds to the flavor of the world that this world is not just a thing. Isn't just a thing that started for that day. The world has existed previous to this game.
So Jake contacted her somehow.
Hey,
Told her.
technology.
Yep.
She came prepared.
It's a living oasis, a faith community, blah, blah, blah. Beloved, it is a faithful thing you do on earth. Rejoice, be glad in it. Kind and compassionate, okay. Mission, accept the Lord, spread the word of Jesus, keep faith with the community, seek and save the lost. And then Lizbeth Fisher devoted her life to loving teachings of the gospel, bless his childhood, calling, spread the word, righteous community, humble refuge, begin a journey together. Okay, nothing
The
crazy
Reverend
there.
Mother doesn't look too humble.
Humble disciple, sharing his love and glory, powerful experience as a child. I wonder what that was.
Yeah.
He was pretty cynical before he went to the revivals.
Looks like a
crying.
roach motel.
Yeah, so that's where they're staying.
Right.
Nice pool, but dusty as
Nobody
fuck.
will find me there.
Yeah.
All right.
Beds are super uncomfortable, but it's cheap.
What's Karen's note?
The note stuck to the.
Be right back. We'll find out.
Popped out for supplies. Grab food in case you want to eat.
Oh, so
T-shirt, shorts,
Jacob's still out there.
Yours if they fit. Might be a good time to contact Jacob. Yeah, the number's on the letter he sent. Be right back. So that was stuck to, I guess, his note. And then there's his note. Yeah.
It only took Supermom 8 years to give a shit.
Wow. There were some problems Sean went missing with Daniel now Hive Haven Point, Nevada. He gave me this PO box so he gets to might be in danger. He needs help to get out of here. I can tell you more if you contact me at this 775-555-01.
Okay, so she got that message. So she didn't know Sean was going to be there. She went to go get Daniel out of there and then found him.
So 775
so now we have his number.
0118. 0118. Okay.
Yeah. 775-555-0118.
And it's, let's see what's here at this curtain.
This place is quite remote.
Man, these graphics are pretty good for being like...
That was incredible. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Like, again, they walked that line very well between, you know, that kind of watercolor and reality look.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if I told you, I visited the Dali Museum in Tampa. It's so worth it, man, if you ever get a chance.
Really?
Yeah. Really dope. And they, I bought, awesome. Like, they even had Dali beer, like, they made, that they had at the, it was actually pretty good, too. And then it has, like, an AR component, so you could, using an app on your phone, you can actually look at the Dali artwork on the can, and it gives it special effects. It's pretty dope.
That's very cool.
He's one of my very favorite artists, if not probably my favorite right now.
I could see myself stopping by this motel during a road trip.
Ugh, don't ever
taking
do
a
that,
dip in the pool after a long ride.
Sean.
Really? Yeah, he doesn't. It's easy to please there. I totally see myself stopping by here, jumping in the pool.
I guess that's an okay start. But I can keep going. These mountains really inspire me.
I definitely have an appreciation for these like desert views.
Yeah.
Can't see much depth anymore. I need to observe even more.
Oh.
Yeah, he's adding a whole fucking Hydra in there, or whatever the fuck that is. Octopus, giant octopus.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. I like his imagination.
Back to reality, dude.
You can tell you had some really like cool artsy people working on this. It's like you said, right? Like it's the art is leading the graphics in this rather than the like art created by a technology first type of. I don't want to call Jacob yet. I want to see what's in this jar. What the fuck? Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Well, $1 casino token?
I still have no game. And the house always wins.
Let's save that shit. Souvenirs. Oh,
you can switch it. Yeah, you
I
can
did
place
not realize
one
you
on
could
your
do
bag. Yeah.
That's weird. Like, what's the point of switching it?
I think it's nothing. I think it's just for, like, the way it looks, you know, the aesthetic of it. Like, you'll see it periodically on his bag.
Oh, what these things go on?
I think they go on his bag and you see it. The ones that have the little, like, see, there's the paperclip ones and the keychain ones. You hang that, you have the one keychain, you can hang one of those things on.
That's pretty cool.
Paperclip is like a picture. You can,
But you can't click these.
So,
like, I can't click these.
You have 4. No, see, look, it says you have 4 of the slots for the clip things, and only 1 of the keychains. So you can hang. So if you do one of the keychain things, it replaces it. And if you do a paperclip thing, you have 4 of them, so you can have 4 different things.
So now I'm at Haven Point. Okay.
Well,
these
now,
are
no,
documents
you're up in the
belong-
motel now. You're up in the
No,
motel, yeah.
okay. And then, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And
Yeah,
you
let's
have
see.
9 pieces of whatever from that.
Yep. This is a better trucker sad family. It's probably taxes Clementine 22ish young cook. So she's just like observing a random person, brand new baby, but she just observes random persons and writes. So she's kind of
Yeah.
artistic.
Yeah, definitely.
Mother.
She kind of reminds me a little bit of that dude. Remember the guy in the very beginning, the first guy that like helped out the travel guy.
The guy that was yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
He kind of did that same thing. Like his whole thing was like I just go around and kind of watch people,
She came prepared.
and write about them.
Looks like a roach motel. But
Okay. So make
nobody
sure I
will
didn't
find
miss
me
anything
there.
there. All right, let's go call Jacob. Wait. What was that? Oh, we had already opened this before, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's where you got the little chip from.
My bad. All right.
Did you
Wait.
look at the Bible?
Okay, let's look at the Bible.
I really should finish reading this someday.
Even after all that?
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. Nope, see, you don't have to remember the number again.
Yeah, we were all sitting there ready, like, I know it too. Damn, I memorized it for nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
Jacob, it's me, Sean.
Great sound.
Yep.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I know. I'm not far. In a motel.
I can't talk right now. I gotta go.
Wait! Daniel, how's he doing?
Meet me tomorrow afternoon on Brandy Highway. There's a junction just above Haven Point. There's a wild mice ranch billboard there. I'll be there at 4.
Jacob, wait!
I can't talk, Sean. Be there tomorrow. Please.
So Jacob is part of the cult?
Yes.
Damn. He couldn't really talk. All this is so messed up.
What are my choices over here again? Look.
I'm not going out.
Okay, well then it's
Better
wait for
wait
Karen.
in here.
Guess that. I made the decision for you. See, there's your keychain. You can change your
Yeah.
keychain.
Let's just rest while I wait for her. If she comes back.
Well, this guy's had a rough few months. Rough year, kind of, if you think about it.
Yes.
Hey, sorry it took so long. Fucking store was packed. How you feeling? Nothing broken? Altar boys don't fight fair?
Yeah. I'm okay.
Altar boys don't fight fair.
Double cheese, no onion.
It's like a fucking altar
Okay.
man.
Yeah. Also weird.
That'll do.
She's like, double cheese, no onion. Like I hate when that happens in movies and shit. When people are like, oh, here's the coffee, like exactly the way you liked it. It's like, I mean, it was 9
Well, I
years
think she
ago.
probably
Like, whatever,
remembers.
man.
Got you
Yeah.
some gauze and antibacterial.
But like, maybe I
stuff
changed.
for your eye. Hey, don't wolf that down.
Ooh, wolf,
Or at
huh?
least take a breath.
Like you care.
Sean. I do.
Damn,
Come
he
on,
did house
Karen.
that shit.
Don't act all hurt. It's
You
too
just put it on the
late.
bed? Gross.
Where were you when I broke my leg when I was 13? Not with me. When Daniel got a bad flu a couple years ago, you didn't sleep next to him every night. Where were you? Where were you?
Fair enough. So let's talk, because we do have to get your brother out of a cult.
I'm listening.
How did you two survive alone on the road for that long?
We
I'm not
almost
gonna be shitty and say Dad taught us.
just
Yeah.
Kept moving.
And nobody helped you along the way?
You know I don't have to answer your questions, right?
You're right. So tell me what you want from me, Sean.
Nothing, Karen.
You
I mean, what do you want from me? A fucking hug?
Hey, I just want you to know what I did. And why. If you care. So, ask me anything.
All right. Why did you bail on us?
I wasn't meant to be a wife or a mother.
Kind of like this, by the way.
I thought I was supposed to.
That they
I tried
don't.
to pretend for many years, but I wasn't happy.
They don't
And the
give her
urge
an
to
out.
leave just became unbearable.
Yeah.
I
You know
had
what I
no
mean?
other choice.
Like,
Yeah.
because so many times
Are you
movies always
serious?
like when you finally meet him, it's
You
like,
chose this life.
I did
You
this to
fell in
protect
love.
you,
You made
or
your
whatever,
own
and it's like
choices,
she's like, no,
right?
I fucked up.
Making
Like,
your
I
own
just-
choices doesn't mean you can never.
I
fool
didn't want to be a
yourself,
mom,
Sean.
and like I was
After I
out.
had
You're like,
Daniel,
oh, okay,
we
so
were
you
about
just
8,
fucking bounced.
And Esteban's garage was getting busy. There was so much going on around me, yet somehow I just felt that my own life was just slipping away. Felt like an empty shell. Sean, it was the hardest decision I ever made. I knew I might never see you all again, but I took that responsibility.
So you just dumped us so you could be free?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did.
You're just so fucking selfish. So what exactly are you doing in Nevada? You live around here?
No. I'm way out in Arizona. Sean, I told you. Your friend Jacob wrote my P.O. box and said Daniel was in trouble. That's it.
Arizona? Holy shit. It's just lizards and rocks.
Guess I found something there. New York didn't really do me good, so...
Yeah. Okay. Think I've heard enough.
I didn't have a choice, Sean. We only have one life. And I didn't want mine to be spent in regrets.
You did have a choice.
For
Pieces of
years,
shit,
I
yeah.
fooled myself, thinking I'd find satisfaction into what society expected me to be, and that was my mistake. I hope someday you can understand that. But I never stopped caring about you. For what
That's
it's
the
worth.
part that I like. That it's
I am
like
sorry
they don't
for
really
hurting
necessarily
Daniel
try to make her
and
sympathetic.
Esteban.
She's just telling you, like, you don't have to like it. It's just, she was like, I didn't
please.
fucking want to do it
It's too
anymore.
fucking late for that shit.
And this is how
No
you would
matter
react,
what,
probably.
You left your own kids and my dad. So don't even.
I know it's too late. I want you to know how I feel.
Yeah. I still don't care. Jeez.
Where are you going, though, Sean? You don't even have shoes on. Does he? Nope.
Nope.
Oh, okay. He's going to hang out there. That sidewalk's got to be a little hot.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're right. I mean, like, I can't personally understand making the decision she did, but there are a
Right.
lot of people out there who probably do understand that, and they're at least doing a
Right.
good job of showing it from her side. I mean, even the
Right.
selfish way she's putting it, it's selfish, but it's realistic. Say, I didn't have a
Right.
choice. You
It
did have a
happens,
choice, bitch,
yeah.
but, like, I know you felt like
Right.
you didn't have a choice.
Sean, whatever
Right.
you want to say.
She's still trying to
This
convince
is the
him,
time.
which is, like I said,
Let's just
I
get it all
appreciate the
out
fact
there.
that they didn't try to
See what
make it be
happens.
this, like, you know, there was somebody after me and I left to save you guys the whole time. It's like, you were the best mom. You know, they're not trying to do that. She's just like, no, I just didn't want to fucking do this
I mean-
anymore. Like, it was terrible.
I get you wanted to leave and stuff. Okay.
And he's
But
got
why
to
would
now
you
come
ghost
to
us like that?
grips with that.
Not even a fucking birthday card.
Yeah.
I thought if I vanished, you would all move on. But I wanted to contact you guys so many times.
This is the one part where they're trying, you know, but it's natural. This is what you probably would say, right? Is be like, oh, I thought it would be easier. It's like, no, you
But
didn't.
you wanted a clean break from us.
I didn't want to be a part-time, pissed-off mother. Not fair to any of you. I left when Daniel was still very young, so he wouldn't remember me.
You were fucked, though, Sean.
Cool plan, Mom. You hurt
Yeah,
Daniel
exactly.
way worse. He thought you took off because of him.
I know. I hope I can make it up to you, Daniel.
I don't think you're ever going to make that up.
I can start
Probably,
getting his ass
yeah.
out of that church. Cult. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't even think he wants to hear anymore at this point.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's,
You
yeah.
sound so careless.
You
It's
want
like
to
you
ask,
can't
do
even
you miss
realize
us?
how much pain you've caused.
But you don't want to hear the answer.
why
You
Yeah.
probably want to ask, did you even miss us? But you don't want to hear the answer. So the anger would make you say, fucking, yeah, you're right, whatever.
Maybe part of him.
Right.
I don't know. At this point, she's made it clear why she made her decision. There's no good reason. She chose to be selfish, and so at this point, I don't know
So
what else there
continuing
is
to
say.
ask is, yeah.
She
She's not
seems
gonna
to
give you
like.
the answer
She's
that
like,
you
I
want.
care, but I just don't care more
That
than. Yeah.
Right.
I gotta change my dressing. This thing fucking hurts.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even want to be around her at this point. Like, help me get Daniel, and then.
Yeah.
Just.
So I think
leave.
I did the just sit outside. So,
Sit
'cause
with
I
her?
didn't want to
I
ask
don't
for a
know.
smoke.
I might
'cause
do
didn't
that
wanna
if
ask
I
for a
was
smoke 'cause
really-
that was too much. That was too much. Like, it felt like I was trying. But I also felt like there'd be that moment for him. Again, not for me,
I
but
know
for
I
him,
can't
I'm like, as a
change my
17-year-old kid who has this moment of like,
Or what I did. But this
I
is
don't
about
know.
helping
You know
your
what I mean?
brother.
Like, you still probably want some connection,
gotta
even
trust
though
me
you
this
hate
one
yourself for
time.
wanting it.
What did
But I
you?
totally
What did
also
you just
get the
ask him?
going inside. I'm just trying to help you this one last time or something like that. Like, I'm not trying to mess with you. I just want to help you this one last time.
Fuck.
So you
I
can
mean,
be
what do
like,
you say to that? No, I don't want to refuse her help, but.
Right.
Fine, I'll go with this.
I know. It's still
His
hard.
dirty feet.
But yes. We have to be a team to rescue Daniel.
Yeah, see.
We can do it.
Yeah, I can live with that answer. So
Okay.
why is she?
Yeah.
Why he's hugging her? Yeah, exactly. Push her back. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get in touch with this Jacob.
So when,
He obviously knows a lot more than us about the church.
Well, I called him when you were out. We can meet with him tomorrow.
Okay, good. I also got these, just in case.
Okay.
Where's the fucking
Better take care of the eye.
We need two of them.
Cap-
you know,
Captain?
So, do you
Yeah.
need any help with that?
No.
No. I got this.
So, you feel like telling me the story here?
Not really.
Gotcha.
That I can't remember. I feel like I would want to say no,
Try this on.
but I can't remember if I maybe was like,
No, eye
shit,
patch.
if I was like 17, would I like want, would that be the, you know, the chance to be
I'm
like,
taking it
let's have
like
an
at
emotional
17.
moment?
I think you can be like. I definitely feel like your hatred emotions can dwarf
pretty
out
high.
your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your self awareness is probably fucking lower at that point. Like you're just like, this bitch really hurt me, so my immediate reaction is like, and then she didn't even have a good excuse for it. It's just even more.
Right.
So he said, look, I need your help, but
Great.
Look at that badass.
Big day tomorrow. So we should get some rest.
Yeah.
Now she should just go, are you ready?
yeah. Oh wow.
That'd be
Oh,
mean
that
to do
was
to your
so
son,
bad.
probably.
That's
Yeah,
so-
that'd be mean to do to your son. I love that. Oh, that was so bad. Yes. No, you're right. You're right. You probably run a lot hotter at 17 because you're just used to being like, and he's
Like,
also
fuck you,
felt a
fuck
million
you.
times like fuck you in his head probably.
Yeah.
So being able to say, but I also think there's that moment, right, where you're like I just, maybe this is the moment where she'll say something that she loves me or whatever. You know what I mean? Like maybe she
Yeah.
just needs to have one more opportunity.
So I should
especially at
definitely see
17.
it play in it different
Well,
ways.
if he doesn't find us, we'll find him.
It's cool.
I
There's
chose
like,
to go more with like a Like, unless she came
Right.
in with some, like,
believe how much crap
actual
you guys
legitimate
Right.
excuse or something, she's just reinforcing what he thought.
Makes me
She's
want
fucking
to punch you in
selfish.
the face each
So he's
and
like,
every
"Yeah, I don't
asshole
need
that
you."
got in your way.
Yeah.
Oh, there she goes.
Good thing we got to meet amazing people, too.
Life on the road is all about that. Sweet encounters.
Hope I can see them again someday.
Ooh, it's hot up in the sky.
You will. So tell me about Daniel. What's he like?
Well, he's definitely special.
Hope so. He's your brother, right?
Her voice actor's pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
too.
Is that
I
him?
mean, everyone is, but
Yep. Wait here.
yeah, I remember this dude now.
Sean!
I barely remember him.
Yeah.
Jake, I'm not mad, but you better explain everything.
I didn't know where else to go. Listen, I saw Daniel come back to the camp that night. Like, he was in shock or something. Then I heard all these sirens, and I got scared. I packed a few things, I took a blanket from your tent, and we left together. I also kept the cash you made on the farm. It's in my car.
You did right, Jake. Thank you.
You have no idea what he looked like when I found him that night, Sean. He was in bad shape, with a gunshot wound, and all by himself. I couldn't just leave him there.
What about the others? Hannah, Cassidy, Penny? What happened to them?
They ran over to Meryl's place when they found out Finn was gone. That was the last time I saw them. Then on our way out here, Daniel told me more about what happened that night. How scared he was. The blast. Daniel feels he's gotta redeem himself for what he did.
I need to get to him, Jacob. He's not guilty of anything. I should have protected him better.
I'm telling you to be careful with the Reverend Mother. She's waited her whole
Reverend
life
Mother.
for somebody like Daniel. The Reverend knows how to manipulate people. She's good at this. He wants to stay with her. Daniel has faith in the Reverend now.
Yeah, not afraid of that.
I don't want to play it as
Getting
confrontational
Daniel out of
Right.
here.
with him.
Come on.
Jacob seems to be
There's no
pretty
way they're gonna let you take him
forthcoming
away.
right now.
Too bad.
Yeah.
We're not going to ask for their permission. You must be Jacob. I'm Karen. Hi.
Okay. I don't know if you want to do this, but I have an idea. I think school must be over by now, but Lisbeth will stay at the church with Daniel for his special classes. That'll give us time to sneak into the compound before we get to them.
I'll be on the lookout. Keep watch in case it all goes to shit. Sean, stay on the walkie.
Sounds like a plan.
One more thing.
It's not really a plan, but
I,
okay.
Right.
We have to get my sister
Like
too.
the loosest
Sarah Lee.
Really,
description.
Jacob? Come on, man. She's with your parents.
I know. Please, listen, Sean. She's not safe here. She's sick. They believe in everything Lisbeth says. And she says she'll cure Sarah with prayers. I know you understand, right?
Damn, Jake.
We need his help too, Sean.
Okay, Jake. I'm listening.
Lisbeth knows what's wrong with Sarah Lee. We need to find her medical record. I think it's in her home office. Then I'll go get Sarah Lee while you get Daniel. Okay?
Fine.
Sure.
I'm gonna trust you on this, Jacob.
Interesting that they don't give you a
I'll
choice
go
in
for you,
that.
Karen.
Yeah.
What if Daniel won't go with you?
Yeah, it didn't work the first time.
I know him.
But you tried. The first time he was like,
Literally,
"No, I want to stay here.
literally
Get out of
like
here."
3 hours ago.
Yeah.
And he let you get
Sounds like a
chokeholded
fucking, like you
out.
said, this doesn't sound like much of a plan. You're just
Right.
fucking throwing Hail Marys up and seeing what'll happen.
Yeah. Literally, the plan was, let's go try to grab him. We'll stay on the
wing it.
walkie-talkie.
Yeah, let's try to
Yeah,
get
that was
wing
it. Their
okay.
big part of the plan was, what if we use a walkie-talkie?
I'm gonna say, good storytelling. It's
Yeah.
like shitty planning by the characters, but it's still good storytelling.
Yeah,
People
absolutely.
do dumb shit like
Because
this.
normal people wouldn't be
Yeah.
like fucking Ocean's 11 and be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I figured out this
exactly.
fucking convoluted plan. We're going to get 14 people from the town in. We need a mechanic and a fucking veterinarian.
I've managed to come up
And
with
like,
old blueprints
no.
of the compound. There's an underground
And they get to
passage.
roll them out on the big table in the middle of the room.
At 3 p.m., a steam whistle goes off, which will basically vacate this room.
Yep. We're going to need you, Jacob, to be there right at that point when the steam whistle goes off. And then, you know, a good one when they do the thing where they're showing the plan unfold
Yeah, while they're explaining it, yeah.
describing it.
Yeah.
It's great. Good storytelling in movies, but would be dumb in a thing that was supposed to feel like real life.
Okay, Elizabeth's house is right behind the church, so in and out.
Life is a gamble, bet on the Lord. That's pretty good.
And you
I like
sure
that.
Lisbeth will have those files on her sister?
Watch out, Sean. There are people right outside.
Oh, shit. How many?
Just 3. A man with his kid on one side, and a woman alone on the other.
Got it. Thanks.
People aren't
Cool.
supposed to come and go around the church once the service is over.
Thanks for
Oh,
not giving
shit.
like any
Never to avoid
direction,
them.
cardinal directions for me to know.
Oh shit!
Oh,
There's
there we go.
yeah, one guy with his kid.
Wow, they have literally zero peripheral like vision at all. If they like, I don't see anyone.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I found the best hiding
This
spot.
bitch is like calling sniper fucking.
Yeah.
She's fucking tanking.
Sniper
from-
team.
Be careful.
I don't know. What the fuck?
You never know.
Who's that on?
Thanks, Sean. I will.
That's the
Who is
lady.
it?
He said there's a man and a child on one side together, and then a woman on the other.
She definitely sees
How does
this.
she not? Like, how is she not like? Hey, that's weird. You guys seem suspicious as
So,
f.
did you grow up out of here?
No, in another.
So how do I get
community
past? Nah, that's
east.
weird.
When Elizabeth came out here to start Haven Point, my folks followed her and brought me along.
How is this woman not seeing
Must
us?
have been hard on you.
Kinda. 8-year-olds don't want to go to church all day.
This place feels so different when it's empty and silent.
Okay. No, this bitch is facing in this direction. How like?
Yeah,
how is
it's
it not?
very weird.
This is weird.
I guess she didn't care about you walking around the parking lot. She just would have cared if you got like close, maybe.
Possible.
But yeah, you're right. Because she's literally staring right at you. Like, I'd be like,
Saying in that
Well,
direction. Hey, what are y'all doing?
who the fuck are you? Yeah, what are you fucking assholes doing?
I'm just follow this kid's lead.
Also, and I'm not trying to like profile or anything, but like,
like Mexican kid too.
you have a fucking eye patch, which is already sinister
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
So like I've never seen a person with an eye patch in any situation like this creeping around where I was like, that guy seems like he probably belongs here.
Let's hope so.
Luckily for us, we never close our door.
Okay.
Closed door is a closed heart, she says.
What?
Ugh, she's the worst. Except that door's definitely closed.
Can't
I mean,
believe
locked.
it really lives in
Oh
this
yeah, that's
depressing
probably what he
house.
meant.
Too
Depressing. He
very
lives in the depressing
Now we
house.
have a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Nice work. So where are the files?
Right there.
Again,
in our office.
don't say nice work. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You just walked by apparently a woman who has absolutely zero sight beyond 10 feet.
In.
Fuck. Think there's a key somewhere?
Maybe she's too cautious not to have a spare set around.
All right,
Seems
where's
like
the
the
button
opposite.
to pray the door open?
Yeah.
Evenings in here must be so much fun. Are you okay, Jake?
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's just so
That was cool.
full of memories and stuff.
The sound, like when you turn to the side and you hear it out of
Confide
just the left.
And convince? 15 steps to a good speech. Yeah, nice read for a saleswoman.
Confide and convince.
15 steps to a good speech.
What's this?
The moat and the bean.
Antibiotics for yeast infection.
Yee.
Yikes.
Stress, anxiety. Stress, anxiety.
Oh, yeah, something. Yeah.
John Robert, MD.
Advil. For stress, anxiety, yeah.
Refills allowed.
That's pretty good.
Coaxing lesson 1.
Huh.
Get Daniel his favorite cereal.
Yeah, confide and convince.
Whoa. This place is worse than army camp.
What? Just because, I mean, this list
not really
is not
that bad. That seems
at all.
pretty chill, yeah.
Oh, he's making him make his bed? Oh.
This is worse than the army.
Yeah. What's next? You got to brush his teeth?
Might be enough to open that door.
Oh, man, I probably should have done that right away.
Sean, hey.
Wow, you went right
Do you think that's a good idea?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. Maybe I shouldn't have done that right away.
Perfect.
Alright. I should have explored more.
Whoa.
I especially love that they gave you a moment where it felt like you were going to get a chance to be like, nah, I don't want to do this. And he was just like, hell yeah. And he busted it down anyway.
Okay, I've got something. Must be what you're looking for.
Damn. She has pneumonia?
Oh, shit.
And for what I get, Lisbeth knows damn well she needs medical treatment.
That's criminal. She's insane.
Yeah, that's not going to get better on its own.
Look, she has a file on you, too.
You can take a peek and see how she really treats her flock.
Man, what's all this? Were you, like, sick? Conversion therapy?
Oh, wow.
Do they
What, is that the gay thing?
wanted to cure you from...
From being gay?
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty much. I always showed more interest in boys than girls.
That's crazy.
They thought I was a freak. A sinner.
Is that why you... ran away?
Yep. Took me 5 years to understand what was up. I was too scared. Confused. I really did believe I was a sinner, so I thought I had to atone for my sins.
And, how did that go?
Not good. I just prayed all the time and stopped hanging out with boys, girls, everybody. I got depressed, paranoid.
Damn, Jake.
After a few years, I was in a really bad place. I tried to hurt myself. Elizabeth was very upset. We had a long chat. She told me I should leave. Go see the world and figure things out. I don't really get her, Sean. But Elizabeth does believe in all of this stuff.
So go kill yourself outside.
Yeah, not here. It'll ruin
sorry,
my
Jake.
Yelp reviews.
I'm sorry I brought Daniel here. I was just so blown away when I saw what he could do. It was like a real miracle. I thought I'd found my faith again.
Yeah, but now he's being manipulated by this
I
lady.
just hurt him.
Right.
You didn't know this would happen, Jake. His powers tripped me out, too. Don't worry. We'll get him out.
I hope so. And I'll get my sister to a hospital. Have her treated. I hope they'll help her.
These guys are sitting there having whole heartfelt conversations.
Yeah. Broken into somebody's house.
Yeah. I'm definitely picking the opposite of keep my money.
Right.
Yeah.
Hope they can still cure her.
Sean, are you there?
If they're having a whole conversation and they're acting like they didn't just break a fucking nut.
Yeah.
Holding some files. Doesn't seem to be onto you.
This guy
You broke the fucking lock.
Sean.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I have a good plan to get him out of your way. He'll give you more time. Just give me the word.
Do it.
See what you can do.
Come on, do it. Do it now.
Sean, we gotta hide. Now.
It's not gonna make a difference. You broke the fucking lock.
Yeah.
Hurry up.
Hold on, let's go. Why is he blocking the door? Fucking doofies.
I love how you're walking around
We
like
need to hide.
corny ninjas. More like sumo wrestlers. They're like, whoa.
If he finds us here.
Oh,
we're
that's
screwed.
not.
Oh.
That sucks. Alright, well.
Yeah.
So we're hiding in the fucking closet like it's not the most obvious. He hides himself. Oh.
That's incredible.
Oh,
it's like, sucks for you, Jake.
Somebody just coughed.
Yeah, that guy who's in the house.
What the?
Reading the file.
Hello? Is someone there?
I'm definitely getting knocked out.
Oh,
Huh? What the fuck is going on?
Oh. Thank God you told her to do it. You didn't say it's too dangerous.
Yeah.
Sean, do you think...
It's gotta be Karen.
Oh, he's gone. Let's get out of here. Oh, man, that was crazy. I really thought he was gonna catch us.
She's running a typed ship here. Gotta give her credit for that.
Jesus.
Live miracles.
Looks like my...
I don't think there's
Like,
anything
shut
worth
up,
looking
Karen.
here.
So my diversion worked.
We shouldn't be here.
Yeah, we gotta go, but let's see.
Seriously, how can she ignore that?
Oh, wow. That sucks.
Wow.
It's like they were trying to say stop, like even the fucking church was.
Yeah.
Like,
Other reverends
crazy.
are like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
This is going too far.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, so
She's
they're
done
keeping a
some
file.
serious research.
Yep. So she knows what's up
Still
with them,
acts
so she
all
can
like
control them.
All the DI's clippings.
Like, okay, we'll send your ass to the police then. Take
Is
flat top.
she actually scared of me?
Wow.
Mexican teenager with one eye between 16 and 18 who calls himself Sean.
He calls himself Sean in good quotations.
Yeah, it's just his name. It's fine.
Damn, she is good at manipulating, man. This is some
Better
fucking.
get Daniel out of here before she gets too much attention.
Reach for the sky billboards. Sounds like they're robbing you.
Yeah.
Let's just search now. Oh shit, did I find something good?
The fuck?
What is it?
I think that's the file Nicholas had. Take a look.
What? Is she trying to adopt Daniel?
Fuck.
Exactly. And she's doing it under the table, of course.
And so the mother needs to get in there quick.
Yep.
It's
I don't know if
so
I knew
weird
that. That's cool.
being in this room. The only times I was brought in here.
Yeah, I don't have time for that right now.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jake.
Looks like this is where the bad stuff happens.
This is where the bad stuff happens?
I'm sorry, Jake. She sure likes to gaze at her own success. Yeah. Looks like this is... Don't see anything of interest.
Lighter in the fucking... Okay, what's this drawing right here?
What a great fucking family portrait.
Yikes. Look at that fucking haircut. That haircut looks especially mean there.
Really terrible.
Oh, a key. I probably could have used that to get into the room instead of breaking the lock.
I found a key.
Let's try it. For what?
Oh, shit.
Unclear.
Looks like the Reverend Mother got to this letter before Jake.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is Karen saying, cool, I'm on my way. And they're like, nah, fuck that. Now it's trying to adopt them all quick. This is fucking, she's super shady. I just tried to call her. Oh, let's see. Did I already search this jar? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I searched the top one, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They kicked her out of church.
Oh, no.
Now they're thirsty.
Dear Reverend Fisher, Michael Bloom. Oh, why they kicked her out of the old church she was part of.
Yep.
Alright, let's make sure here, book, what's this bitch reading?
Yeah, that will definitely explain what's going on with Daniel.
Nightstand, search that shit.
Okay. What the? She's completely obsessed with his power.
Did cry today watching the miracles.
Wow. Alright.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah.
I swear.
But not with him, and she says not with him, though.
Yeah, but not with him, yeah.
She's, because she doesn't want to lose him, she knows, like...
Right.
Nice prison view, dude.
Nice prison
view. Nothing interesting.
He looked like, here's Johnny for a second.
Yeah.
Nothing here.
Sexy.
Couple of hot Elizabeth bras, huh?
Does she even believe in any of this?
I'm just gonna look at it.
Did she teach
It'd be
Daniel?
great if they were like, play organ, and he was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Daniel's room?
It's probably Daniel's room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. Do I see what's up? What's Daniel doing in here?
It's
I
depressing.
think you're doing way more investigating
Elizabeth doesn't believe in
than you
material
did
possessions.
than anything I saw. Yeah, because I was like,
You need to decorate your
I was
house.
trained on the idea of like, oh man, like,
the guy might come
if
back.
I wait too
I'm
long.
like, fuck
Yeah,
this.
like, is he gonna come in?
I'm like, I should have done all this before breaking into the room.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised he kept that ugly thing.
I'll pick it up.
He was so glad when he found it. This is still better than that ugly white shirt she's making him wear.
And the bowl cut. Let's not forget the bowl cut. Very ugly.
Right. That's the worst.
At least he had a memory from home.
I hear those other footsteps. I hope that's my boy.
Yeah. I know, it really is freaking me out.
You're like, what are you doing, man? You gotta get out of there. Oh, there's yo. Why did you just pop up like a fucking?
Right up on you?
Holy shit, bro! That was
What a
fucking
creepo.
borderline scary, yo.
It was like a horror game all of a sudden.
Power bearing friends.
Yeah, 100% of Jesus. Oh
100%
man,
Jesus is my favorite new character. 100% Jesus.
No matter what happened.
Who are you?
I guess
I'm 100% Jesus.
he thinks Finn was a good friend to Daniel.
Yeah.
Look of Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel was showing spirit.
Dog man.
Daniel was showing spirit, and the visions that passed through my mind disturbed me. I approached one of those standing there and asked the meaning of all this. So he told me, he gave me the interpretation of these things. The 4 great beasts are 4 kings that will rise from the earth, but the holy people of the Most High will receive the kingdom. But that's forever, yes, forever and ever. Okay. So I wonder where the passage, how that relates to him. Oh, look, a drawing.
They're so cute.
Oh, he likes her.
Oh, that's Sarah Lee, the little one. The
Yeah.
sick one, his sister.
All right, what's in the garbage?
What is
What's in the
this?
box?
Daniel Fisher? Oh no. No, that's
wow.
total bullshit. And creepy.
Elizabeth
From
Fisher,
April
Elizabeth
28th?
Fisher. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so she's calling
So
him a
she
child
was already putting him under, her child.
Shit. People are really all over his power. So much for
God is alive and working to Daniel. I'm saying money to see you again. I am saying saving money to see you again. Wow, yeah, this is a
service
fucking
forever. You're so
money grab, bro.
Yeah.
And let's look at
Happy
this toy.
birthday, Daniel.
Assignment.
Look
at that.
Is she forcing him to do this? Why is he accepting all that?
Those I love, rebuke, and discipline too.
These are basically
Severe
repent for your
errors,
sins.
repent,
They
yeah.
all say. Look at this picture.
He looks happy. Fuck.
Yeah, of course, he's the center of attention here. He's basically worshipped, and ladies
Yeah.
profiting off his shit. So, all right, what's here?
Locked, of course.
Let's
Use
use the
that
fucking
key.
key, bro. Nope.
Nope.
Not allowing me.
No.
All right. Let's get out of here. Can I close this door? No. All right. Hey, Creepo's still in the closet.
So scary. So I think that key must be just for the room, right? That you could have used to get in.
This is a lot of pills.
Oh, she's on
Especially for
medication.
someone who doesn't believe in
Oh,
science.
true. Good point. What happened to praying your
Well-
fucking sickness away?
Yeah, well, remember we know she's taking pills for her yeast infection, but she won't give her she won't give her any treatment for
Lisbeth sure likes to build
pneumonia.
pictures.
And by the way, too, just real quick, let's probably get through this scene, and then we might.
We got to be by the end of the
might take
episode
a-
at this point.
Yeah,
Right?
Because it's getting. I got about 4.5 hours of sleep. We're gonna be a rough
Look
night.
at that. Your mom is hardcore.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
She lit a fucking fire? That was her diversion?
Yeah.
Jesus
So we're all good now?
I'll go get Sarah Lee.
Big
while you
surprise
get
though
Daniel.
is Daniel and Sarah
Let's
Lee
meet
are
at
in
the
there
car,
right now.
okay?
They're dead.
All right.
Oh, wow.
You be careful, okay?
Wouldn't that be terrible? I have the
Dude, I
perfect
feel like
diversion.
Everything went really, really
shit.
wrong. Everything went really fucking wrong. Maybe it's not the end of the episode because you still have to convince Daniel to come with you. So you want to stop
Right.
it here?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think we have.
No, you're all clear.
We got a little while still to go,
Talk later.
and it is pretty late.
So
I can-
next save
we
point?
we could knock out. Yeah, let's get to the next save point, and then
Okay.
and then because we can do another one
Yeah.
pretty soon.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. But I gotta find Daniel, right? I don't know. Where's this guy with his fucking kid? Hello, Mexican with an eye patch named quote Sean.
Yes, quote unquote Sean.
There you go.
Locked, of course.
What about the fucking key?
This goddamn key.
What do I do now? This kid's gone. I can't play on these swings.
Just fucking fist punch through the window. What if he just? What if one of the options was headbutt through the window, and he just was like,
Right.
blah, and he just fucking punched his right head? That'd be great.
Now the hard part.
Did you find what Jacob needed?
And
Yeah,
a
we
whole
got
lot
that shit.
more. Thanks for the help. That was...
Pretty sweet.
So you know what you're gonna do?
Denver the Last Dinosaur.
But let's do it.
He's my friend and a whole lot more.
Oh, Lord. Let
Oh,
your
here we
power
go.
speak through this young vessel. I am your humble
Sean.
servant and will obey
The hell
your
is this?
every command. Speak to me.
It's Daniel.
Speak.
I told you, he's
Special.
kind of special.
You did say that.
Hey,
Sean, you came back?
enano, little cub. Come with me, Daniel. We're leaving.
What? No, I'm not going anywhere.
She's full of shit, dude. And she's using you.
Daniel has made his choice, Sean. But I'm offering you to join us again. Put your
What?
faith in me, and you'll be family.
Never.
So that's your final decision. May the Lord have mercy on your lost soul. It's
my
time
final
for you to
decision.
leave our sanctuary right now.
Not without my brother.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my home. She's my family now.
Daniel, listen. She's not your family.
Sean? Who
Who's
is
this
she?
lady?
Who's this
My
lady?
mother. She came here. For you.
Oh, praise the Lord. Another miracle at our church.
She's like, oh
She's
shit.
so shady. She's so.
It's all right, Daniel. Go see her. I mean, she's right there. Don't be afraid.
I don't know her.
Of course. I know. This is hard for you, my son.
Stop calling him that. You're just manipulating him, you sicko.
That's in the eye of the beholder. But since you are his mother, let me ask you. How could you let your child wander alone in the wilderness? Where were you when Daniel was lost? Where?
Listen, Daniel. I came here as soon as I found out you were here on your own.
I'm not on my own.
Children are a gift.
It's a
from
tough
the
situation
Lord.
because, like,
They are a reward from him.
this is easy manipulation on her part. Here's your fucking
With a
deadbeat
divine
mom.
gift. And you cast him out into the world.
Who the hell are you?
You might have been his mother once, but when you abandoned him, you also gave up your rights.
Isn't your God all about forgiveness?
You have no idea what the Bible says. How can you
true.
pretend to care about these two children? You left them and your husband to seek out your base desires.
Daniel.
Wow.
Honey, she's trying to trick you.
Yeah.
Oh, she's being kind of accurate.
Yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
Smarter than this.
Daniel, she's responsible for what happened to your father.
You don't know anything. It was an accident. That's what this world is about. Accidents, injustice, pain. I'm just so sorry, Daniel. I know how much I hurt you and your brother by leaving. I know it's not enough, but I hope we can talk about this together. That's what I've been trying to tell your brother, and I'm so glad he listened. You gotta trust us. She's using you for herself.
Yeah, this is like, there's so many factors that play here. This is
time,
spin
the choice
anyway.
is yours.
Yeah.
Are you going to believe her or me? That's right. You can't tempt Daniel from this garden. He'll stay with us, his true family. And we'll never leave him.
Known him like a month.
Go to
Or
hell.
a couple months.
Come on, Daniel.
No!
Don't try to do that.
Holy shit.
My other eye.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Nicholas, they're heretics, sent to desecrate our church.
Okay, what now?
Don't you understand? This is over, Sean.
You have to talk to him.
You can convince him, Sean.
I won't leave you,
Here we go.
Daniel. Not here.
Yeah.
Don't be so stubborn, Sean.
He's kind of going
Your
about this the
brother
wrong way, but
chose his path.
Your friend,
Yeah.
Sarah Lee, she's very sick. And Lisbeth won't take her to a doctor.
What? She wouldn't do
This is
that.
pointless. Daniel knows who to trust.
They're all good.
I know. She went to see doctors for herself when she was in pain. She never waited for a miracle when she was in danger.
What? Is that true? Reverend Mother?
Have faith in me, Daniel. I know what I'm doing.
she's just
God
sidestepping the
is
question.
speaking to me and to you.
She was kicked out of her previous church.
Ad hominem,
Yeah.
ad hominem, ad
They
hominem.
knew she was crazy, so she left and founded Haven Point.
Why would they do that?
So like how you had to like investigate and find these things to have these
I
points.
left
I
on
assume
my
they
own
wouldn't show up if
because
you
they
did.
were all blind.
Right.
Don't believe his lies, Daniel.
I've seen your homework, Daniel. Copying lines over and over? How can you accept that? This is worse than school.
It's for my own good. To clear myself from all the things I did before.
Oh.
See what you have done.
Hey, Enano.
Back off.
No one is gonna keep me away from you.
I said stop!
Don't. I came all this way for you, and nobody will stop me. I'll even cross hell or whatever if I need.
Oh.
He must learn.
Ooh, wow.
Fucking decked him right in front of his
Listen.
brothers. Don't give a fuck.
I know I wasn't a great brother. I was an asshole. I took you for granted. I put you in danger, and I'm sorry.
Don't listen to him. He left you just like that harlot did. Shut him up.
He can hit me as much as he wants. I won't give up on you.
Don't hit him. Don't let them do that.
Damn, Daniel, you're just gonna fucking sit there and let that happen? Yo, he hit him like a fucking grown man, too.
You mean
If
like
I could go back in time,
is Sean gonna let
I
it happen,
would.
or you mean Daniel?
We'd
Daniel.
be in a living room
Oh yeah.
in Seattle.
Look at his eye.
That would
Holy
get us
fuck.
pizza and snacks. then
Yeah, I mean he
pick
keeps
the
getting
movie.
up. That's pretty
Because
dope.
we would always fight about it. And he always picked your movie. But I can't do that. All I can do now is fight.
Quiet! What are you waiting for?
We're the best team in Anno.
Stop
So
it!
we have to keep going
No.
forward.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
shit, dude.
Oh.
That's fucking
Damn.
pistol whipping him?
Burn down our church, but not our faith.
Daniel knows you're telling the truth. Don't give up.
Damn.
Don't give up.
Yeah, like, what do? You just watch yourself
Why
get
don't you
pistol
take
whipped?
a
Or you're like,
fucking- Yeah, why don't you take a pistol?
yeah,
whip?
or you take a couple pistol whips, step in for him. Like,
We're brothers.
she's like, yeah, you got the right idea, Sean.
Like he has like a massive concussion.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yo, yo, that's fucking seriously.
Daniel, listen to
That's
him.
Like
possible permanent
massive
damage.
brain damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he fucking conquered shit back too.
I won't stop.
Yeah.
No matter what she does.
And they're just standing
I'll
tight.
come right back.
Oh damn.
Oh, there you
Again
go.
and again.
Stand up, Rocco. Mickey loves it, you son of a bitch.
At least they're making him look fucked up, which is good,
To
and sound fucked up.
shut him up now.
Oh, nope, wrong.
Just stop. If you want to kill me, then do it. I'm not afraid.
Do it. Shoot. Don't.
Wow.
What? Shoot me in the face. And live with me.
Now.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah.
When is enough enough?
Daniel, Sean. I'm sorry.
I mean, I could have stepped in like
Sorry.
Yeah, like
7
what?
minutes ago. Would have been way better, but that's cool.
Someone else. I'm sorry.
I mean, but a hug is great too, I guess.
Sean,
So true.
we need to get out of here. Now.
This little kid, as an
Good
asshole,
job,
pick up
Mom, by the
his exactly.
We
This
should
is
get
a
out of here
seriously-
now. You know,
this is a
now I
dysfunctional
think
family.
Now it's gotten a
Oh,
little
no.
crazy.
He just picked up that fucking pistol and he's gonna walk outside like, oh no.
Yo, Elizabeth.
Started this fire. You will all burn
What?
in this hell.
That's a baller.
She doesn't learn.
Move it!
You won't leave this place.
Oh,
Not
do it.
with me alive.
I'm not gonna shoot her.
Oh boy. That's really good.
Yeah.
Open the door, then.
Daniel, after all I did for you, you can still repent.
I don't believe you anymore.
Oh shit.
It's pretty cool.
Oh no. What? He left a gun on the floor? I feel like they're gonna shoot him in the back.
Chekhov's gun, man. Chekhov's gun. All right.
Yeah, this is
I think
probably
we made it.
Yeah, this is probably the end, right?
This is probably the end.
Of the episode, at least.
It's definitely the end of our episode. Hopefully the
Yeah,
end of this
yeah,
episode
yeah.
as well. Well, it is creepy as shit.
Kind of the way that lady manipulated him the first time to get his brother to turn on him, he kind of reversed it on her and you know,
He
gave her
baited
enough.
them.
Yeah, and
Right.
she bit into it.
He
and
made
showed.
them look shitty enough that it would show Daniel that they were not being truthful or genuine or whatever, right? That's really all you could do is play on their, you know, like this kind of overwhelming belief that she was correct, that she would overplay her hand, and she did, because that's what made Daniel realize, like, oh shit, they're like beating the shit out of my brother. Like that's not You know, that's not right, no matter what. Like, he was able to kind of break through that moment, which I thought was good. And we've seen those movies, right? I mean, Captain America, right? They're like, I could do this all day. They'll keep getting up and fighting type thing, right?
Yeah.
That idea of like, I'm not my fighting back is in the fact that I keep getting up and resisting. I'm going to lose the fight. But my fight is that I'm going to make you realize that I will keep getting up. And that was kind of like that overwhelming belief in his brother that he's like, I'll keep getting up for you. I will never stop fighting for you. Even though every time he got up, he just got fucking punched and knocked down again.
He was like,
too.
Yeah. Even in a game, that was hard to watch. Even in a game, like that just that's pretty talented to be able to do that with like a graphically created visual experience like that. That's really tough to convey.
And the way they
how
showed the actual damage on his face, like how brutal. Even that first cut, you're like, ooh, man, if that's the first cut, and that one under his eye, and then, the one on his cheek, and then the one on his eye, then you're like, all right, so they're not fucking around with you feeling the, like, impact of, this is a grown-ass fucking man beating on a 17-year-old right now. With a weapon.
Not to mention, even by most police SOP, I think all police SOPs, military rules of engagement, like pistol whipping somebody is that's a lethal action.
Right.
That can potentially immediately cause brain damage, put people in a coma, like that kind of shit.
Right.
That fucking hurts.
Right. Yeah, you don't fuck around with that. So the fact we hit him 4 times with a gun, it's like
the 2 of them in succession in a brutal
Yeah.
That was wild.
It was wild. So this I'm going to ask just to clarify for me and for anyone who, if you've been paying attention, is the 4th time I think that we've started this episode. Is it the first time we've finished it completely?
Yes, I believe so.
Because you never got to that part. You never saw that. Okay.
Right.
Good. That's what I thought. Okay. Because there was everything in the beginning felt like deja vu all over again. But then by the time we got towards the end, I was like, I think the only time I remember seeing this is when I played it. So it was more fresh in my mind because it's back when I played it, a year before we started doing this, which is a year ago. So overall, where do you think this lands within the episodes so far of the first 4?
They were all really good. This one might be my favorite, just because of the wide range. This was like an odyssey, man. It really felt like there were so many different parts where they did different things. I mean, the truck driver, the hospital with the tests and the dealing with the cops, the climbing, escaping, deciding whether to leave Finn, then him being stuck on the road, running,
hillbillies,
the fucking, everything, like the church, the mother's appearance at the time that it happened, getting in touch with Jacob, finding how this church is kind of operating and moving, and these characters that seem like asides, but they're actually, it feels like there's been so much thought put into every aspect of this, and that continues throughout the game. But I think this episode maybe really let all that flourish more than most. I don't know how you felt.
No, I agree. No, I agree. I mean, I think, when you watch those movies, you're like if I go back and think about the full time that I watched that movie, it didn't feel overwhelming. It didn't feel like a long movie or anything like that. But when you think about the individual parts, you're like, oh my God, we were on a journey that whole fucking time. So many things happened where it feels like I almost watched 3 movies, in one, or an episode of a show, where you're like, oh my God, it feels like we watched 3 episodes, but it was really just one. It never felt too long. It's just so many things happened. This was the epitome of that type of an episode.
This was 3 hours.
This felt like, yes, this was a lot.
This is a 3-hour episode. That's wild.
So we saw a lot of things happen. I don't know. That's a good question. It would be actually something good to go back when we kind of wrap up, to probably go back and look at the running time of Critical Path of each episode and see, did
I
they?
think prior episodes we broke them up, and that's what you'd have like.
We did.
We did like
This one we
episode
played
3,
straight
part
through.
A, B, and C, and yeah, this one we went the
Right.
whole. So maybe they all are 3 hours, but yeah, so it makes sense. Like each
I think this one
episode is
just,
actually
this one just
movie
hit. There was like never a moment where we were like, let's just put it down here.
Right.
Up until right towards the very end is like, because there's just everything just like the moment everything wraps up, you're like, I want to see what happens next. And obviously, I mean, great job you mentioned, but the flashback moments, 2 of them in this episode, or not. You know,
that
are they
moment with the
flashbacks
dad
or are
was-
they actual? Yeah, are they actual? You know, like the dream sequences, and you realize they're both kind of dream sequences. Like incredibly, they landed to me again, having seen it multiple times. The dad one is one of the best things I've ever seen. I mean, that moment that you did when you even said it, like I'm going to break the fourth wall, like. Because there's that moment leading up to that where you're not sure, is he remembering a road trip that like happened previously, and then eventually they kind of guide you towards realizing more and more, like, you know, things that he's referring to or things that, you know, he wouldn't be able to refer to like back then because they had happened recently or whatever. And then ultimately when you get that prompt to say, I miss you, Dad, it's like, oh shit, like that's some fucking storytelling.
Dude, and it really made me, you know, as I'm getting older, and I don't know if you've experienced this, like, change in thinking as well. As like, younger me didn't have a lot of appreciation for those blue pill type moments, you know, where you're like, I know this is a dream, I know it's fake, I know it's not really him,
right?
You know, but and so I'm not gonna I just want to wake up. I want to only count what reality is, right? And now I'm like, I see the value, like when people are gone, they leave their mark on you, and even though that's not really him, it kind of is him in your dreams and your memories, and you're keeping his memory alive. And you know, I don't know, I think I'd be more likely to lean into something like that where I am now, as compared to, like, you know, when I was much younger, where I would probably say, like, you know, no, I'm not putting any stock in this. These are just my own thoughts. It's not real. And now I'm starting to see like the definition of real is maybe a little more fluid than I gave it credit for before. I don't know if you
it's what we
agree
make
with
of it,
that.
right? Yeah, 100%. That entire concept of, you know, well, first of all, we've talked about it, the whole story of like, oh, are we living in a simulation anyway, right? It's like, real is what we perceive to be real, right? Like, it is what it is. It's what you perceive at any given point in time. Things that there are many times where you will see a thing that you're like, I swear to God, I fucking saw a, you know, whatever out that window a second ago out of my peripheral vision, but now I don't think it's there anymore. And you're like, well, for that moment, that was as real as everything else, because your brain perceived it as a thing that's happening in the world around you. And so these moments of like him wanting to believe this is the reality of his moment, you know, like my dad's here for a minute, and eventually having to come to grips with maybe it's not, it just, to me, it's how we deal with, you know, how we deal with death, how we deal with loss, how we deal with, you know, change, how we, you know, I mean, it's what dreams are, right? It's half the time you go to bed thinking like, man, I hope I have a cool dream tonight, right? Just because it's like something cool that is going to seem real for a minute until I wake up and it's not, but it's just like a way to have this difference in the way you perceive the world. And they did a great job of, you know, having the sad one up front, which was the one with his brother when he wakes up kind of like freaking out in bed. And then I mean, it's still sad, but the happier one of almost like a catharsis moment with his dad, where he's able to say goodbye and how much he missed him and how much he needs him and how much he learned from him and all that. It was kind of this like full circle path that we've watched, you know, Sean go on throughout this episode, but on this, you know, this game so far as a whole.
Yeah, and I'll add on to your, you know, when we're discussing dreams and like, you know, leaning into it and being like, hey, this is a cool dream. I would have never thought that as a younger man. I had no use for dreams.
Right.
Like, they're not real. I don't care if I dream. I don't remember any of them. If I do, now I'm thinking, you know, like as you realize how much time just fucking speeds along, you know, and I think you to some extent you can slow time down because a lot of it is based on your perception, right? Like you take like give me 10 seconds in the middle of like a really intense workout, and those 10 seconds seem like like they feel like an entire day, right? But yet, you know, in other circumstances, you know, you're trying to hurry up before like a big meeting or something like that, and 10 minutes
2
flies
hours go by in 10 seconds.
Yeah, or even that. Yeah. So I think that there's a lot to perception and controlling. You can actually control the speed of time or slow it down. Maybe that's the whole basis behind meditation and all those things. I think, you know, people have figured that out for a longer time than us, and you know.
Yes.
But there's that.
It's controlling your brain's perception of the world around you, right?
Yeah, and think about how many cool lifetimes
we have.
You can lead within, like, dreams. How many dreams have you had? Like, you can, like, time literally slows down, I think, right? Like, you can fit in like lifetimes worth of dreams in like one night. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just wild. And so again,
I love that now. I love that now.
Yeah, because
in a way that I agree with you, I didn't when I was younger.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking, I'm like, man, my time on this earth is running a lot shorter at this point, right? And every time I dream, like, if you gave me the choice of not existing at all or living in a dream, I think I'd still rather be alive and dreaming than just ceasing to exist, right?
Right.
You know, aka death, right? And let's not get into the afterlife stuff now, because you know, probably have different thoughts on it, and that's a whole nother conversation. But you know, but I definitely, it makes me cherish, you know, just my experiences, my perceptions, these little moments in my life. I'm a lot more receptive to those now, and it's really cool seeing that kind of manifested in video games. Somebody very, very intelligent wrote this.
Yes, agreed. I think I mean, the couple of key things to this is write younger characters very well in a way that we know that's been a thing for forever. Like, people don't even like teenagers in movies because they're like, ugh, they're so annoying, and they're written by an adult, so they're just like an overly annoying or corny or they're overly adult and they don't feel real because they sound like they're a 17-year-old that's talking like a 35-year-old. You're like, so it's either way. A lot of times that sucks. Somebody nailed that here. Like, obviously adults wrote this. I assume it's not a 17-year-old that wrote this, right? But like, they leaned into the things about us that we remember as kids that make them feel believable, but also dealt with the, like, you know, a lot of heavy shit that like normally 17-year-olds aren't dealing with. So it's like a kid's perspective on things that we as adults have dealt with, you know, death and loss and you know, time passing and the loss of innocence and all these different things that we've all had to deal with. They're kind of compacting into like 11 months or whatever in this life of this kid, but it's all very believable and nothing ever feels fake. Like, it never feels unearned. It feels, you know, it feels like every moment you're like, yeah, all right, I buy this. I believe this. This is good. And then the choices, I think, are good because nothing's crazy, right? Nothing leans so far outside of you. Like, Sean wouldn't ever say this. Like, that's an insane option. Like, all the options are within the character they've created, but they allow you to kind of flow with the river a little bit more and be like, am I going to be more, you know, introspective? Am I going to be more angry? Am I going to be more, you know, like, am I going to want to make my mom pay more? Am I going to want that love? Like, you know, like, you could have gone so many different ways with all those things, but nothing felt unearned by the character that they have kind of laid the guardrails for. It's kind of like bowling, you know what I mean? We put the bumpers up. But you can roll the ball any way down here. You can hit any pin, but you can't hit the next. You can't go into the next lane because that would be insane. And I kind of like that because, like, if they all of a sudden had him become like, you could just hit the psycho button and he was just like, I'm gonna kill every motherfucker. You'd be like, well, that doesn't feel earned. It would feel like a different character, and it would feel very bipolar. You know what I mean? But like, all of the options, there was a lot of times, like, I even know there were sometimes you clicked almost immediately, like, you were just like, well, I'm going to do this because, and you were already clicking before you even finished saying why. And there were other times where it sat up for, you know, 30 seconds while you like thought through. You're like, well, I would say this, but I think the character that I've played through would do this. Yeah, like Sean would have gone this way. And I really did like the WWSD thing, like, of you kind of, but then there were some times where I think a little bit of you bled through into Sean and led him down a path, which
I had to
which
consciously
I liked that
take
too.
myself. I found myself, the deeper I got into the story, I had to like almost like put like, hold up, step back,
Right.
because this is Sean you're playing. This is not you.
Right, exactly. And this is the Sean you've made, right? So
Yes.
it's the decisions you've
My
made up to
version
this
of Sean.
point that have led you to make, which is, I mean, that's life, right? We make decisions because we've become the person we are, whatever that person is, right? Like the kid who grew up being more like, I fight my way through every problem, would lead towards probably handling situations differently
More
than the kid who's
confrontational,
like, I think through things, right? So you had made enough of decisions that you got to a point where the version of Sean you've seen by episode 4 is a very defined character in your head. And so the decisions become more like, this is the character, I want to go with A because that's the character I've decided. B is what Jess would do. And sometimes A and B were the same thing, right? Sometimes you're like, no, Sean would do the same thing I would do, which is this. And I'm like I said, it's incredibly thoughtful. Like it's a lot of thought went into making those decisions be not, so black and white, not so like I'm either the awful guy or the good guy and nothing in between. It's like, it's not really. All right, here we get to see. All right, cool.
All right, so I earned a trophy.
So-
I'll figure that out at some other point.
Oh, so look, you can pass both tests.
Wow, and 31% of people did it.
Only 31%.
Yeah.
So we did 60 because I passed one and not the second one either.
Nice. So you told Agent Flores the robbery was Finn's idea. Yeah, everybody was like,
Also
fuck Finn.
agreed,
If
yeah.
the choices
Yeah,
are
fuck Finn.
like you have to snitch, then you're not. Also,
Yeah.
you're just fucking laying out because it really was Finn's idea.
I mean, I guess you could have said it's everyone, so you're not throwing it on anyone, but that seems like almost like a cop out. It's like,
Dude, look at
It's
these
fucking-
other options for escape the hospital without hurting anyone. I thought that was. You could have convinced Joey to help you escape. You could have attacked
Or
Joey.
attack him.
That would have been
Didn't even
fucking
know that.
wow. That's
Yeah.
wow. You've attacked the guard to escape the hospital. I kind of saw that because I have the little fucking plank, but
yeah,
that's really interesting.
I did
Finn
the same
wasn't
one
at the
as you.
hospital for 8% because that would have had to do with the last episode.
oh, if he had, not made it, right?
Yeah, you didn't talk to Finn, 39%. So we didn't even get the plurality because the plurality was you talked to Finn and forgave him.
Oh, you
So
could
I
have
guess-
woken him up. You could have woken him up and then blamed him. That's great. Just wake him up and be like, bitch, it's your
You're
fault.
like,
Then run
Yo,
away
I just
anyway.
want you to know. So there's no option where Finn goes with you. Then
Look
That's
at me.
interesting to know.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would have done. I woke him up, and be like, "Yo, bro, I'm fucking leaving. Let's go."
Right.
And then settled up later. Broke Daniel's toy while taking it back from Chad. Yeah, see, so a lot of people would have hot-headed it, and I'm thinking
Yeah.
Sean at that point is at his lowest, and he's like, "I need to find my brother. I don't care. My ego's shot to the ground. I feel so shitty
Right.
about myself." That's the way I was playing him to that point. That's why I didn't try to take it and didn't break it. So that's good.
Yep.
Sang the song in Spanish. I guess a lot of people were like, "Fuck that."
I did that too.
You would
I
have.
did
you say
sing the song.
You say yeah.
I sang the song as well, and but I did take the toy back.
Oh, you tried to take it
And
back?
got broken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, I just I went with this whole. We've been, you can see from the
Right.
choices I made early, it was like Joey comes in and he's trying to joke with me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to jail. No, life sucks.
Right.
Like the taste has gone out of his mouth.
He was
for
very
everything.
broken. Yeah, he was broken.
He's
Yeah.
like, you can't beat me down any more than I already am. So this is just this is sucking dick for crack at this point. I'm at my lowest point.
Right. And so, and to be honest, that's also why, because like when I took the toy back and it broke and everything, that's also why I was like, all right, he would now realize shit's not going his way. That's why I sang the song, because I was like, all right, like it was starting to get hot-headed, and so then I was like, oh nope, back off and fucking sing the song, which, and it actually turns out that by 3%, the largest was people, who refused and got beaten up, which again, I feel like is more people choosing.
That's more saying, fuck
as the
that.
game
I
player.
wouldn't do that,
yeah,
right,
as the game
yeah.
player, not as the character.
Yeah.
This is
'cause
insane. The next
he
one,
definitely
I
had to
can't
feel
believe
alone.
that.
Yeah, get in the
Yes.
truck 91%. You didn't get in the truck. I wonder what the difference is effect on gameplay. Or like maybe you just
Right.
don't get the warning about the people.
Right. Yeah.
But-
So you kind of come in unknown, but
Again,
obviously
like, hey,
91% of people are like,
strong
I just
Sean
need to get there.
wouldn't
Yeah.
have gotten the truck.
Right.
The Sean I was playing was broken and was like, man, I'm gonna take my chance. And if this guy does something
Right.
horrible to me, then it is what it is. As long as
Right.
I'm still alive afterwards and can get to Daniel. Let's see. Give money to the church? Yeesh.
Oh, when you first walked in, I can't believe anyone did that. Fucking weirdos.
Yeah, for that church, and especially,
Yeah.
let's see, cut the conversation short with
This
Karen.
one,
I thought
look
I
at that.
did. Overall, you tried to let Karen open up to you. I wasn't
No,
hard
because
on
you
I guess
asked her. Because remember, right out of the gate, she was like, "Ask me anything." You could have been like, "I don't fucking
Yeah.
care."
Yeah.
And you actually were like, "So
I-
why'd you
I let her
leave?"
get one. Yeah,
So
I
you
let her get one
you
thing.
let her talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you had gone really hard on her, that's you just shut her off completely, like the very first option. And then the second one was slightly meaner, I guess. Like you let her talk, but you shitted on her at every point, and you didn't really. You did let her answer that one time at least.
I was like,
So
because I want to know, like, what's the?
Right.
Why did you leave us? Like, what was? Oh, that's your explanation. Okay, we're done at this point. I don't even want
Wait,
to talk
switch
to you.
over. Do the friend stats real quick, because let's see.
Yeah.
I want to see So it didn't give money to the church. Got into the truck. Yep.
I have to think, it
refused to
sounds
sing,
like
got
you're
beat
probably
up?
my only friend.
No, that's not true. That's not me then. Because
Wait,
I did
overall,
break the toy, but I never saw the refuse to sing and got beat up. I only saw the sing.
Oh.
So I don't know why it says that. That's weird.
I don't know.
Interesting. Because the rest of them are all. It's obviously just me that played this game.
Yeah. So maybe you forgot. Maybe you played it over and you.
Maybe I
refuse to
did,
sing?
and maybe I fucked it up, and I don't remember that. Because, like I said, the only one I remembered the song. Like I even knew leading into it. Like I remember the song, but it's all good.
All right, so
let's see. So there's 3.
People smoked the cigarettes. I was like, "Fuck that, man!" I checked out. Once I didn't want to hear what she said anymore, and that's
Yeah,
probably
see, I
me
said you
bleeding
stayed
into
outside.
it, right? Like I'm
Right.
one of those people. Like if I'm arguing with you for a long time like that, then I obviously
Right.
care. Otherwise,
Right.
it goes like once I realize, like you ever try to get in a conversation with somebody that has this like radical, crazy ass viewpoint. It's just like, oh,
Right.
it's just like you just check
It's
out.
better
You're
to
like,
get away. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're telling me the Earth's flat. All right, I don't really,
Right.
can't really, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna waste my time on this conversation.
Right.
Refuse Karen's help.
See,
77%
I think I
let her
accepted. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I did. Because again, in my head, it was like he became a boy again, and he was like the fact that she was there and she was offering, I was like he would just like want that moment of feeling like a little kid again. But it's interesting to me that there's an option where you just fuck it up so much that she's just like, I'm not even gonna help you.
Yeah, because you build probably if you shit on her and she knows that
Right.
like you guys are in a bad speaking. Yeah, and so I rubber banded, right? I went from nothing to
Right.
lose Sean to and
Right.
now my brother is within reach. So I'll
Right.
confront this guy that beats the shit out of me, and then being like having your mother show up and then having this weird reaction where like I need her help. I don't want her help, but I need her help. So I'm going to stomach this, but now I'm
Right.
like resentful about it. And that's kind of how I played that.
Right.
Nicholas suspicious way. Who was Nicholas again?
Nicholas, I think, was the dude. Remember when he was outside? He's the guy who came
He's
in
gonna
with the
pistol whip you?
gun. But he was. Remember when he was outside with
He
the
was
girl
playing with his fucking
on
kid?
one
Yeah.
side? Yeah, like
That
you
whole
could
part was weird.
have gotten caught by him.
Yeah. I didn't give any money to Jacob. I don't know.
Switch to mine too
Did
after you do this because
Yeah, sure.
I don't think so. But yeah, see, I did not either.
Yeah.
I didn't. I managed to hide as well.
like,
He
I
was
don't know, I might
unaware of
need
my
that
presence
money.
as well. See,
Yeah, so I've been-
yeah. See, I accepted her help. See, 100%. You said 0.
Yeah.
And then the top one I didn't see, but I think it did say.
Oh,
right, the
I'll
top one
bring it
said.
back. I'll bring it back.
Oh, I smoked a cigarette. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I guess I smoked a
Yeah,
cigarette
give
with
me
her.
one of those.
So I
Yeah,
really,
to me
I
that was
really
way
wanted to
too
be her
much.
friend.
Like,
yeah,
yeah. For me, that was way too much. I'm not letting this bitch in.
Yeah, I thought I just stayed out. I knew I stayed outside with her, but I didn't think I asked for a cigarette. But I think our conversation went a little more positive. I mean, obviously based on things I probably said, but like ours was a little less contentious. So I think by the end of it, it felt like,
Yeah, that was the thing.
it felt like something that like
let's
they were
smoke a
having a
cigarette
moment. Yes,
and be in
yeah.
silence. Like I don't
Right.
like you, but
We didn't talk,
yeah,
but we just kind of sat there, and then I got up and fucking. walked
Like you
away.
said
That's
before,
pretty
man.
cool.
All of these choices are viable. Like
Right.
there's nothing on here that I'm like, what kind of fucking psychopath would have played it this way? You know what I mean? Like for the most
Right.
part. So he managed to hide from Nicholas. Wait, yeah, 31% got caught by him. I wonder what would happen then. Shot Lisbeth while Daniel wasn't hurting her. That would have been an option. You let
Yeah.
Daniel unleash his power on her while he was hurting her. While he was hurting her?
Yeah.
And then you and Daniel both spared her life. Oh, so he would have killed her in another. Damn.
Yeah.
You shot Lisbeth. Well, damn. Those are some fucking bleak ass endings right there.
Right. So it's either Daniel's doing nothing and you shoot her, Daniel's fucking her up and he fucking hurts her or kills her. He's fucking her up and then you shoot her,
Yeah.
or you both do nothing. So I'm pretty sure I spared her life also, but let's see.
Looks like a WWF.
Yeah, okay.
We've
So I
spared her
did,
life.
yep.
That makes sense.
I did, yeah.
Makes the most sense to me, although I could see it getting out of hand in that
Right.
situation. All right, let's continue, and I think that should be it
That
for this
should
one.
be
But I
it.
believe there are more episodes, and I'm very interested to see how they. Oh wait,
here's the little post credits
We made
sequence.
it, Daniel.
Okay, so now we're gonna
What
find
do we
out
do now?
what's gonna happen next
Make
episode.
our way across. You ready?
The
Is that
border?
the Donald Trump wall. You ready?
Wow.
I think. There you go. That's good.
That's
all right.
wild. So what fate awaits Sean and Daniel in Arizona? Oh, it's the final episode of the next one.
Yep. Yep.
Nice. All right. Well, tune in. By the way, it is bought on my other account, on my Sirius account. So I'll just load it on my PS, and we'll have it ready to
Perfect.
go for the next
I am
time here on
very
Ready
fucking
Player 2.
excited.
Yes, sir.
Dude,
yeah.
this is a good one, man. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it. We are going
Yeah,
to do
glad to
this
get back on the
sooner
horse.
rather than later.
Hell
We're
yeah.
very. This is fucking great, and I don't know, man. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody,
Mr.
for jumping
Man.
back on. And listen, I miss you, dude, and we got to do this more often now.
Yes, sir. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning
All right,
in.
man.
This has been
Thank
Ready
you,
Player 2.
everybody. Yes. Have a good one. Later, Jess.
See ya. All right, we